Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
Kyle.
And we're here to play Sniper Elite, the board game, which is another one of these hidden movements, one versus many, witch hunt, the board game. And Mel is going to be playing the sniper. Kyle and I are going to play the defenders, the Germans, trying to stop the Allied forces from sneaking in and messing around in our launch facility, trying to complete objectives that we don't know what they are until she does them. But yeah, if you've seen us play Fear of Dracula on the channel before, or Jaws, recently we played Jaws, the board game. This is like one of those games, so one versus many hidden movement deduction kind of game. It's really cool. It's based on, like, I think it's World War II themed. And yeah, published by like Rebellion Unplugged. I'm not sure who that publisher really is. This is like the first game I've ever owned from them. Full disclosure, we purchased this game from a local game store. And no, we don't own any of the expansions, so please don't ask, why don't you have the expansions? Because we just want to buy this game and try it out. Does it look cool? And some of you guys were recommending it. I think it was during that J&J stream.
I think so.
When we were there, people were recommending that game maybe, and we bought it. So we've had it for a little bit. Just played it yesterday for the first time, so keep that in mind. We're not here to show you the best strategies. We're just here to have some fun and show you the game, play the game, give you our thoughts on it, and try to kill Mel. Trying to shoot the sniper dead.
Is that what we're doing? I thought we were just trying to stop her.
Yeah, with death.
Oh, all right. Like
2 bullets to the head. Yes, that's the only way to stop her, really, is slow her down so she runs at a time and has to abort, basically. Or 2 bullets. 1 bullet, you know, hits her in the leg. She's a little wounded. Not fully out of the game yet. But if we get 2 shots on her, she's out.
Got it.
But yeah.
They won't.
Yeah, Jacko, yeah. That's what happens whenever so on the channel here, there's a thing where, like, most YouTube channels, you guys know this, most people in the same hobby are doing content. It's all about playing what you just bought or the new thing or what's coming next. We're all marketing here, right? We're all trying to tell you what to buy next. At least that's most people what they're trying to do. But here, we buy stuff. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you. We buy stuff we want to play here. Sometimes we get games from publishers and that kind of thing, but usually we ask for them or we're interested in them. But this one looked cool and wanted to play it, and it's not the new hotness. It's been out for a whole year. Okay, 2022 supposedly came out. Already, I saw it has expansions. I saw it. I remember at the store seeing them there. I was like, oh, damn, we're not playing the hottest, newest stuff. So sometimes we play games that are like 10 years old, 20 years old, 5 years old. You know, a Kickstarter that's 3 years old is like garbage because it's already had like a 2nd edition, you know, or it's out of print or whatever. But we're not all about the new hotness, so we're playing an older game. But every time we play an older game that has multiple expansions, and we're just like starting fresh, people always come in, they're like, what? Why don't you play with all the expansion stuff that's out, Rob? It's so much better. You need to play with it. So,
well, they expect us to have played this game in 2022 and it came out, and now we're playing it again.
And that's not how it works.
That's not the case.
We're real people, just like you, with real lives and real time and all that kind of stuff. We can't play every game when it comes out. Not going to happen. And just because the game came out last year or 10 years ago doesn't mean it's not still great and we should still play it. So yeah, my example of that is always Star Wars Imperial Assault, which we were like 10 years late to playing for the first time on stream ever. And it still was fun and still was awesome. But yeah, that game has, I think, a couple expansions. I think just a couple.
No one ever asked us to play that again. Must have.
Yeah. Oh no, people asked. Yeah, people asked about playing with the app, like we said.
Yeah, but like now, like recently, like no one's ever like, oh, why aren't you going back to that?
I don't know. But I did say in that one near the end, I remember saying, like, please, we're not getting ready back into it. We're going to do other stuff. Maybe in a year we'll come back to it or something. We'll see. We'll see. Archaeowin, I don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry. Says you guys should play Descent First Edition, the best game ever. No, we played Descent, Legends of the Dark. We're going to play Descent, Betrayer's War. And maybe one time we'll play Descent 2nd Edition on the channel. But there's no way I'm going back trying to dig out Descent First Edition. No.
Do we own it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That was before our time even getting in the hobby. I don't think so. First edition. No.
Come on now.
Maybe 2nd edition. Maybe. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello. I don't know. I don't think we'll play Fear of Dracula this year. I don't think so. Mel and I went over the list of Halloween themed games that were kind of horror themed games that we're planning on playing in October. We had to limit it down. I don't want to relearn 85 games, try to play like 3 or 4 new games that I'm relearning to play each week. So we're going to stick to playing Mansion of Madness, playing another snare or two of that. I want to get Eldritch Horror back out, give that another try. We have a couple expansions I found out. I forgot that I bought some, and I found out we have them. So we're going to play that with you later in the month.
Cool.
Which is like an Arkham Horror theme, like same world of Mansion of Madness. We're going to play that a couple times later in the month. Final Girl. What else is there? Arkham Horror, the living card game. We're going to play the Innsmouth Conspiracy each weekend, kind of, through the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? There was other things. But yeah, I had to cut some, man. The list every year, the list keeps growing of games we could play. So I just wanted to narrow it down to a few. So each week during October, we'll be streaming some, those kind of games. Not these kind of games that we're playing today. Yeah. No, Jacko, I didn't get any of those games. I even looked at Trick or Treat Studios or whatever that company is. I looked on their website back in September for getting the Halloween board game. And it said originally that it could ship on September 15th. I told Mel about it and I was like, hey, we could order this. Maybe we'll get it in time for October. I went back to the website like a week later and it had changed to October 15th and said with no guarantee it even shipped then and no guarantee by Halloween or anything. So I went, okay, these guys are full of it. They can't get their stuff together. We know this from Gen Con. Where they BS that they're gonna have copies there and then magically didn't have copies there. So yeah, I don't really want to support that publisher at all, but if I do see that game in a local game store at a convention, maybe I'll pick it up in the future. But I didn't want to pay extra to have it shipped and then not even show up for Halloween. No thanks. No thanks.
Oh, the other game that we didn't mention was the Stranger Things.
Oh, Stranger Things will be playing. Yeah, there might be others, but just for now, we were like, yeah, and Cosmoctopus. I want to play that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, we didn't even get the Chainsaw Funko Edition one because that didn't show up at Gen Con like I thought. I wanted to grab that one to play for October, but it wasn't there. So maybe next year, maybe we'll play in the Halloween board game next year. And I'm okay with that. I like, again, I don't need to play the new hotness. I don't care. I don't care. But if you're releasing a game called Halloween and you can't guarantee to have it out by Halloween, you're doing the wrong thing. You should quit and go do something else. Like, my God. Unfathomable, we played a couple years ago. That was in the list, but I don't think we're going to get a whole bunch of people together to play that one again.
I don't think so.
But that is a cool game. I do like that one a lot.
We do have a video of that.
Yeah. We played that like 2 years ago, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's get into Sniper Elite. But just letting you guys know what's coming up on the channel. So, oh, all right. Yeah. So, like I said before, Kyle and I are on the defenders. Mel is going to play the sniper. This game is basically the sniper sneaking around the launch facility here in spaces where we don't know where the sniper is. But Mel will be using a miniature replica of the board. Hold that up a little closer. And she's going to be secretly with a dry erase marker writing where she's moving each turn and letting us know when she does anything that affects us, like shooting our soldiers or making some noise near them or throwing a rock to distract them. She will let us know when those things are happening or if she grabs an objective. But she, as the sniper, is trying to sneak in the launch facility from one of these entry points. There's a white one here, a red one here, yellow over there, black. Those are the 4 sectors on the map. We have yellow defenders defending the yellow. We have black defending the black, red defending the red, but no one defending the white. But these objectives here, as you can see, they're numbered on the board. Mel has a card, if you can pass your deck. Mel has these cards, and she'll randomly draw 2 at the start of the game, and they will give her a number. So if she got this one, she would have to go to objective number 9 and get on the space, spend an action, and complete it. And she'll have to reveal that she's there, and she just did the objective. For example, booby trapping the vehicle depot. And a cool thing in the book, it said, why use playing cards for this? They said actually in like World War II or whatever, it says that they actually used playing cards that they would ship to prisoners of war.
Yeah, like send messages.
Yeah, and then they would like peel the cards apart, and then they'd find the instructions inside. So I thought it was very cool. And it's a David Thompson game too. So like, I remember seeing him at Gen Con, him explaining all the stuff that for Undaunted and how he pulled from his grandfather and his father and all this stuff or whatever. It was really cool. But you know when he's involved in the game when they're doing stuff like that. So this would be like objective number 6. That's all that matters, is the number on the card really. But she has to have 2 non-matching suits because her objectives have to be in different locations, like in different sectors. And the sector she enters on has to be different from those 2 sectors she has objectives in. So she is on her turn going to be moving, and she can move or not move. She can move 0 to 1 space on the board. If she does that, she just moves. She writes it on a little board, doesn't tell us anything. If she moves 2 or 3 spaces, she's kind of like running or rushing or making noise. She will let us know if she moves adjacent to any of our units and that she made noise, similar to how in Jaws, recently we played on the channel, her moving through those barrels, she would have to let us know, I moved through these barrels, but not which direction or when she did it on her turn or anything. The other thing she could do on her turn besides moving is playing a loadout card, if you can pass me your loadout cards there. So she has these deck of loadout cards. She's going to pick 3 at the start of the game. And these are little things that she can play. Some of them you play face down, some of them you have to reveal. And they can do little abilities like distracting, guard, or shooting. What is this? When shooting, I haven't seen this one. When shooting this turn, noise tokens count as recoil tokens. 5 or more recoil tokens still cause a misfire. Oh, okay. So she could reveal this to say she's like basically shooting with silenced ammo. She could be placing down hidden mines for us to die on. She could be masking her sound as she's moving around to move 2 or 3 spaces without letting us know. She could use a trench gun to basically reveal her position and blow away a whole bunch of soldiers. Or she could shoot a couple times on the turn with making lots of noise probably, with a Tommy gun. So she can play one of these loadout cards. She's going to have 3 at the start of the game. She can get more of them by looting, and she can loot on an objective space that she does not have a card for. And she can only loot each objective space once in the game. So she has to mark them off on her secret little board that she has gone there and looted. But that will allow her to draw 3 new cards from the deck that she has shuffled from the ones she didn't choose. Pick one, add it to her hand. So she might only have 3 during the whole game. But she will have to let us know she's playing one. And some of them she has to reveal, some of them she doesn't. The other thing she could do is, so the action is complete an objective, she can shoot. And to shoot, she'll be drawing tokens from a bag, basically pushing her luck, trying to get a successful shot. She could miss with a misfire by pulling too many tokens that aren't successes, or she could pull too many tokens that make noise and have to reveal where she is. So the further away she's shooting, the riskier it is because she might have to pull more tokens, but she chooses how many tokens she pulls. So even if she's near us, she can pull a whole bunch of tokens to trick us to make us think she's really far away. So those are the kind of things, but she still has to pull those tokens. We all see those tokens, so we know. So with that one action she gets on her turn, so she can move. That's not her one action. She gets to move once, can't interrupt that movement with anything else. She can move the first thing she does on her turn, the last thing she does on her turn, whatever. So she gets movement, she gets an action point, and again, that can be for shooting, completing an objective, or drawing loot. That's it. That one action point for one of those 3 things. And then the third thing she can do is playing a loadout card. So if she doesn't play a loadout card, she doesn't get that extra action point to use on more movement or anything. Okay, so up to 3 things on the turn, but most turns it's literally she's moving or not moving. That's it. But she only has 3 loadout cards to play the whole game, unless she draws more. And shooting's not going to happen very often, I'm sure, unless we somehow enclose her in, or she's trying to mess with us to give us information to trick us, or she needs to get some of our soldiers out of the way. So that's kind of how the sniper is secretly working around the board. And there's Mel's reference card. And then Kyle and I are the defenders. So there are 3 defending squads, yellow, red, and black. If you're playing 1v1, you can do 2-player. There's even a solo mode for the game. Obviously, we're not playing that today, but it has a separate rule book, separate components to run the defenders as an AI, and you can play the sniper. But the defenders, if you have 3 other players playing against the sniper, so you have a 4-player game, each player will take control of a squad, but we're only playing 2 of us as defenders, so we're going to split up one of the squads and control them together, but I figure we'll just control all of them together and work together. Obviously, we'll cooperate against Mel, and each of our squads, there's a red squad, a black squad, and a yellow squad. Each squad has 2 actions, which will use these little tokens on the round track to kind of mark that squad's taken an action. You could take both actions with the same unit. You have soldiers and you have officers. Officers have a little cross on their base, and the officers have special abilities, which you'll have these little officer cards. There's a little cross on here to remind you. Each faction's officer can have a ability that we choose, these little special abilities, and we'll have 1 for each squad, and each squad has 2 soldiers that do not have a cross on their base. Okay. And yeah, you'll just be moving down, and each squad can take 2 actions. And the actions can be 2 of the same actions for the squad, but can't be the same unit doing the same action. But you can have one unit like move and then shoot, but you can't have that same unit move twice. But you could have 2 units in the squad each move, as long as it's a different unit. And the defenders have things they can do. The squad could gather intel. So that's the first thing up here. If the officer's in its own sector, it takes 2 unit actions. So we could, as one action, move down both tokens of a faction to gather intel. So if my officer, my red officer here, is in the red sector, so he can move out of the sector in the game, you know, he could be way over here. But if he is in his sector somewhere in here, he could gather intel by moving down both tokens, basically both actions for a turn, to ask the sniper, are you in the red sector? She has to be truthful and say yes or no. Okay, that's like gather intel. Okay, each squad, you can gather intel 3 times on the same turn if you wanted, once with each faction. The other thing you can do is move up to 2 spaces with a unit. Okay, again, the same unit can't move twice, but you can have 2 units in the same squad move. Also, the other cool thing I should mention now is, like most games should be, the order we take these in does not matter. So you could take Matthew. Thank you for the super chat. Once again, hashtag Team Mel. Here is something you can't understand, how Mel could just kill a man.
Thank you, Matthew.
Cypress Hill. All right. Taking it back to what, 92, 91? All right. This, you can do them in any order here. So you could do red take an action, black take an action, red take an action, you know, yellow take both, and then back to black, whatever. So this little board is very clever to keep track of what's happened, who's gone, and whatever. The other thing you do is attack your current space. So if we think the sniper's in a spot, you can say this unit is attacking the space, taking a shot. If they hit them, you flip this little wound token. If it gets flipped again in the game, sniper's done. Okay, sniper has only 2 shots before she's gone. Okay. You can spot an adjacent space. And you say, are you beside me? So this soldier here can say, sniper, are you adjacent here? And if she says yes, we get to add an extra noise token to her bag because we kind of found where she was. Whoops. What else can we do? We can sweep. So a soldier can sweep 2 adjacent spaces that are of matching type. 2 types of spaces. Enclosed spaces, which are black. Outdoor spaces, which are white. So this unit right here is in an enclosed space inside and sweep its own space plus 2 adjacent spaces, let's say. And if Mel's in any of those spaces, she just has to say, yes, I'm in one of those spaces. Doesn't have to tell us which one. Okay? She can be in the same space as defender because we could have moved into her space. And I'll talk more about Mel's movement rules shortly. The other thing we can do is deploy a soldier. So if she's killed our soldiers, they're removed from the board. We can also dismiss our own soldiers. So we may want to deploy them back to the board. They have to be deployed adjacent to their own officer. If the officer's off the board, we need to deploy an officer, but the officer has to be deployed back to its starting space, which has a little cross on it. Okay? If Mel kills one of our officers, she will actually earn herself a suppression token for each officer that goes in her bag and cancels out a noise if she draws it. And then if she kills that officer again, after they've already given her a token, she will just get another success token to add to the bag. Every time she kills a soldier, she adds another success token to the bag, making her bag of shots even better. And then there's a reminder, a single unit cannot take the same action twice in one turn. Okay, so movement, or the board, I guess. We can talk a little more about the board here. So enclosed spaces are black. There's little doorway spaces to get inside these enclosed spaces that have the double little arrows here. What else? There is obstacle spaces up here. These are water spaces. Nobody can go in these spaces, but they don't block line of sight. We have difficult terrain, takes an extra point of movement to move in these spaces. Line of sight, you say. You can draw a line of sight to another space to take a shot, Mel can, or we can if we use the sniper ability, for example. You can take a shot at anything that you can draw a straight line from the edge of your space to the edge of another space, as long as it doesn't pass through an enclosed space. So picture all these buildings having windows or open doors and stuff. So this unit here, well, I guess the sniper, if the sniper was here in this building space, could literally shoot this soldier over here in this building, because from the edge of its space, it can draw a straight line to that space without going through an enclosed space. So keep that in mind when someone gets shot. We'll talk about that during the playthrough, how that works a little more. But there has to be line of sight there for Mel to take a shot. And when she does her first shot, we'll explain, and Mel will explain kind of how she's pulling tokens and, you know, how the successes and the misses all work again, to make that clear. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. So Mel has to complete 2 objectives to win. And each objective has to be done within these 10 turns here on this track. So if we get down to the bottom and it's the start of the defender's turn and we're here and she has not completed an objective, she loses. So she can run out of time. So if we can block her and delay her, because she can't go through us, she can only go around us. So that's why she might want to shoot us, okay? Or run adjacent to us, but then it makes noise. So we need to try to get in positions to try to make it harder for her to get her objectives done, so she runs out of time, or shoot her to death, okay? If she does complete an objective within the 10-ish rounds here, or less, or whatever, we will reset at the end of her turn or whatever when she completes it. And then she'll start working on her second objective. And then we go and have this many turns to stop her doing the second one. Again, if she has all the way until we start our turn, if we go to start our turn and our tokens are all down here, we don't take a turn. We just say, we won. You're too slow, sniper. Sniper, no sniping. Okay. Anything else, Mel, that I missed, do you think, or Kyle, that I should say before we start? We'll go over setup.
Just the movement and when I have to say where I am and not.
Movement.
So like if I move adjacent, like past somebody and I'm running, so I'm moving.
Yeah. So like I said, pass your token, I'll go over it again. Here, so silent move, 0 to 1 spaces, noisy move, 2 to 3 spaces. So that means when you go 2 to 3 spaces, if you go by adjacent to any soldier, whether they're inside or out, they can hear it through windows and whatnot. She has to let us know, just like the barrels from Jaws, like I explained before. She'll have to let us know which soldier she made noise going by, but doesn't have to let us know the exact order it happened or whatever. But she has to let us know when it happens. So in her turn, like instantly. So she does her move, writes it on her little board where she ended, and then says, before playing a card or before playing objective or whatever else she's doing on her turn, before taking a shot, if she moved, right when she's done that movement, she has to say if she made noise by anyone. Not like Jaws where it's at the end of the turn. She has to let us know like right away kind of thing. So we kind of get an idea of like, oh, you shot. And then now you're telling us about making noise. Okay, we know you shot first, and this is where the guy died or whatever. You're around here, probably, and now you moved and you made noise on this guy, so you probably shot from here, ended here, around here. Hopefully we can figure it out. And that's the kind of game we're playing. All right. Bernardo says, greetings from the super secret location, talking with the very special Agent 007, one who claims to be better than James Bond. Bernardo, hello. Oh. All right. Okay. So let's go through setup. Do it in the order matters. So let's just get set up here. We haven't picked stuff, so we'll talk out loud kind of about what we're doing, but Mel's going to do everything kind of sneaky and all on her own. So she's going to shuffle up her cards, these ones that I'm holding over here. So there's 2 sides to the board in the game. This is for the launch facility, but on the back side of the board, there's a little more advanced side that has also obstacles and elevated terrain that come into play. But you don't want to play with those on the first side, so this is the one they recommend playing your first game on to kind of learn, or until you get a good handle on the game, which I like. But she has these little cards. She's going to draw from them the first 2. If the suits match, she has to take one of her choice, put it on the bottom, and draw another one until she has 2 separate suits.
We're good.
And she's good. So she had no choice there. She's stuck with whatever she gets. So when I played with her yesterday, they were like completely up opposite sides of the board. Like I felt bad when she showed me at the end of the game, like this is where one was, this is where the other was. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But I mean, Maybe there's a way to play it that would have made it not suck. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never played the sniper, so I don't know. But so she knows the 2 locations. So you can see on the board here, for example, in the top there on that submarine, this is in the yellow sector. She could have number 1. But she won't have, if she has number 1, she won't have 3 or 4 here because they're also in the yellow sector. And if she has number 1 in the yellow sector or 3 or 4 as one of her cards, she cannot start at the yellow sector's entry space. Okay, keep that in mind. So if she has number 2 here in the white, she can't have any others in the white, which number 2 is the only one in the white. But she could have number 5 here in the red is totally legal. But that means she's not going to enter in on the red or the white sectors on the board. But she will eventually have to get into them if she wants to clear objectives. So just so we're all fully clear, she has 2 separate objectives that will be in 2 separate zones. So could be 1 in the yellow, 1 in the red, or 1 in the white, 1 in the yellow, or 1 in the black, 1 in the red, whatever. Okay, and she can't enter on the same colors that she has. Okay.
Mhm.
She is now going to load her little bag of shot tokens. So you're going to put 6 aim tokens. Those are the ones she needs for successes. If you want to show those up close to the camera there, Vanna.
Yep.
So she's going to put 6. These are successes. Remember, she can choose as many as she wants to draw, but she needs a success for each space she's shooting into, all the way up into the space that contains the unit she's shooting. If she's shooting a unit in her space, still needs at least 1 success and must draw at least 1 token. The other thing she's going to add in there is 2 noise. And again, if she pulls 2 noise on the shot, 2 or more noise tokens, she must tell us where she is and put her miniature. She has a little miniature. She's going to place it on the board and reveal her location if she makes noise when she's shooting. Okay. She's also going to put 3 recoil tokens. These are these yellow tokens. If she draws a total of, 5
Yep.
recoil / noise tokens, if you add up the red and the yellow tokens and it's 5 or more, she misses, right?
Yes, misfire.
Misfire, it's called. Yeah. And again, she'll add more successes to there as she kills soldiers. She might add suppression tokens to there. She kills officers. And if we spot her, she will be adding more noise tokens. And then she'll be making more noise and giving herself away. So it's very dangerous to shoot, which makes sense. Now she's going to examine all her loadout cards. So these are these special ability cards. She's going to take 3 of them. If there's 2 copies of a card, she can take both of them if she wants. She just only takes 3 cards total for basically the rest of the game unless she loots to find randomly other ones. And the ones she doesn't choose, she's going to shuffle those into a deck that she may loot from later in the game. And if you can put that deck above the tray there, actually move your little board out of the way and make a big space over there so you can put that board like face down comfortably or whatever. And then just put that deck like up and out of the way because I want to make sure that you can put your cards that you're played in separately. So you can maybe move that aim token all up. Yeah. So you have like nice space there. You can put like your face up cards you play, your face down cards you play, we know. And yeah. And she'll only reveal objectives when she goes and completes one. And what else? Defender setup. Place the defender miniatures on their starting spaces. Done. Choose any 3 specialist cards. So now after Mel's picked her loadout cards, Kyle and I need to figure out what our specialist cards are going to be. And we can go over... Kyle has them all? Oh, no.
No, it's just so you could see them.
So one of them we can choose for one of the officers is Scout. Move a soldier from this officer's squad to any empty space. The chosen soldier must already be on the board. They cannot take an action this turn, either before or after moving. Okay? We could take Medic. There's only one of each of these. So all 3 squads have a different special ability for their officer. Medic is when the sniper shoots a soldier in this squad, you may immediately use this action. Oh yeah, and each of these actions you can only use once per turn and only twice per game. And we'll track those by actually putting the matching color tokens on them and removing one when the action is taken so that we know for sure if we've used them all in the game or not, and only once per turn. They remain on the board. This ability does not protect against mines. Okay. There's the Kennel Master. Place a dog token. So there's these little dog tokens you can place on the board, and for the rest of the game, the dog will be alerted if the sniper moves. It's supposed to say into, out of, or through the space with the dog. The dog is not alerted if the sniper moves adjacent. Dogs cannot move and cannot be targeted by the sniper. So no animal violence. Okay, Mel?
Okay.
And then radio operator, deploy a soldier from any squad into a space matching adjacent. What matching adjacent means is a space that's adjacent to the unit, but matches the type. So outdoor or enclosed has to be the same. Okay. The officer may be in any sector. This soldier must have been off the board at the start of this turn, and the officer cannot move this turn before or after using the ability, but may move afterwards. And then a Jagger, Jagger, moves like Jagger. I don't know. Somebody in the chat will let me know. When attacking this turn, this officer may target an adjacent space instead of their own. Ooh, that's only officer, not the other soldiers in the squad, only that officer. And then the sniper. So when attacking this turn, this officer may target in their line of sight using the sniper shooting rules and the shot bag, and may not draw more than 7 tokens. The officer cannot move this turn before using this ability, but may move afterwards. So that's kind of cool. You can actually like use, like, I think the sniper is all the way over here, or have someone sweep, they find him, and then this officer just snipes, you know, but maybe misses. Maybe, you know, doesn't draw the right tokens, especially if the bag is against us, like built in her favor. Jaeger, German for hunter. Ah, Maria, thank you so much. Okay. It's not the jogger? No? Okay. All right. I'll stop. All right. So, Kyle, what do we want to choose? We can only choose 3 every game. Only 3. Fun.
Yeah, I'm choosing Medic and Kennel Master, and you picked the last one.
Medic and Kennel Master. Okay. Do like... Honestly, probably would want to choose one of these 2. I like... so the scouting, moving a soldier from this officer squad to any empty space, like anywhere. And the chosen soldier must already be on the board and can't take an action. So you can't just move them like, boom, on the sniper, and then they take a shot. It won't work that way. But it can help you if you're like, you know, running the wrong direction, then you find out, oh, the sniper's over here, everybody. Just took a shot over in the black, and I'm way up here in the yellow. Yeah, I can maybe move the yellow units all the way down or whatever. Kind of powerful. But this one also attacking, targeting adjacent space is pretty cool. But it's only the officer of the one squad. And if she's never going in that area,
Right.
we got to move that officer all the way across the board. Remember, that officer can't do intel if they're out of their zone and stuff. So I get a little worried, but maybe we get lucky and the squad we pick as where one of our objectives is. I don't know. But I think I would go with Scout, just to allow us some more movement around the board in case, because I feel like this is your first time playing, Kyle, my second time playing, Mel's second time playing. So this Scout lets us maybe, you know, if we're playing not as efficient and kind of make some mistakes, maybe it can help us make up for some of those mistakes, but only twice per game, which is cool. The other thing in the game, oh yeah, which abilities do you want? Yeah. So I have these other little wooden tokens, because what can happen is when I was playing, I don't know, they should have like these should come in the game or something. Obviously, if I was just controlling all these guys, I would remember. But if we're playing where you have a squad and I have a squad and we share one, if we use both abilities, we might forget. But we should remember when we're doing it this way. But just for video's sake, so we pay attention and we don't lose track after using their abilities, because you still need to know them. You can't just flip them when they're done, because Mel needs to know which officer she's killed, because she can gain 1 suppression token from each officer. And once she's gotten the suppression token, she can still kill him again and get a regular one. So we kind of need to keep track of who she's actually shot. So how do you want to distribute these actions, Kyle? We're just going to play them together and share them. Here, let's do it like this. Let's put them down here. Where do you want to be? Like, look at Mel when you say each color, and based on her facial reactions, you'll assume where she doesn't want. If she looks mad when you're like, oh, I want the medic to be the red, she'll be like, damn it, I need to go to the red to shoot those guys. And then you know that's a good choice. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, who do you want to be in control of the dogs? You know, which faction do you want to be dropping dogs around? Looking at the board,
Yeah.
you know, just for fun, man. We're having fun. Don't stress.
I would say yellow is dogs. Yellow. I'm gonna go with yellow.
Yellow gets the dogs.
Yellow
Has the Kennel Master Officer. So we're gonna put these 2 dog tokens here. So you can place 2 per game. You can't pick them up. They stay where they are for the rest of the game. When I played yesterday, I didn't know how to use them really. I just use them to like block a door space. And they just sit there the whole game. If Mel goes through that door, she's got to say she alerted that dog. I don't know. But you could put them like out in the middle of the open. But then she could like go around them maybe. Maybe not that way. She can't go around. But you know what I mean. She might go, like if the dog was here, she could go through this building and not like a soldier, she would have to alert. But she doesn't have to alert the dog, right?
Yeah.
She has to go through it. So you got to be smart how you're using these, but they can't move ever. So we might want to wait, push our luck, wait till we know where she is, and maybe even move the officer to drop them in a different region or something, you know? Who do we want to be the medic? Who do you think's going to have some soldiers getting shot to death?
Red.
Red? Yeah, that makes sense. Red shirts, always dying.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that leaves black is the scouting faction. So there's their 2 tokens. So twice per game, okay? And there's our little reference token. The other thing that's in the game that we're allowed to use as we're talking, this reminds me of the game Concept.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you're playing with like putting tokens down and what's important. Anyone's played the game Concept? You know, Kyle and I are able to use these tokens to go, okay, this guy just got shot. Okay, so she could be here or here. And we last knew she was here, and we can use them to leave them on the board and clean them up, whatever we want. But as you see, they're clear. And you kind of can see them on the board, and we can zoom in, and like you can kind of tell where they are. And we're just using them for our own sake, but they're clear. And I don't think that for video is very good. So I'm going to not use these. And what I have for fun is just a bunch of yellow random tokens from other games we've played or whatever that I have in my random stash. So we're going to use yellow cubes, which are way more obvious. Okay. And we can use like little yellow meeples if we want to help us out with showing where, oh, she was here and we think she's there and whatever. And then I have this little like round token. I don't know, just like little yellow things to use to help us out rather than clear on video is not really good. So yeah. So just so you know, this is not components from the game. So the clear ones are. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to start. Any questions? Yellow equals caution. I see what you did there, Rob. Shh, Edward. Yeah. All right. Okay. Who do you want to win?
Oh God.
Want to, or who do you predict?
Yeah.
No,
who do you think?
want to?
Oh.
Who do you want to?
Yeah. Let's
Come on.
see who's cheering. All right, Sniper. Let's get the,
Let's see who's here tonight. Kyle fans or my fans?
In chat.
Well, technically, I said we're only 2 of us controlling the defenders,
Yeah.
but the chat gets to watch and can make suggestions. Mel's going to keep everything secret from us and from you guys, and we'll only know if she reveals things. But stick around to the end of the game. She'll reveal her board, and she'll talk about where she moved and what she was thinking and what was happening. So it's kind of fun as she's making a record of everything. We can talk about it later. And so basically, to be the Stooges, we need 3. So the chat, you guys are the 3rd Stooge. So you're going to watch Kyle and I running around in circles, banging into each other, being silly, while Mel's very cunningly, moving throughout the launch facility, taking out guards, completing objectives, blowing up sites, whatever she's got for objectives, and making us look silly. So if you don't want us to look silly, you can help us out. You're on our team. So you could still want Mel to win, and you can, suggest things that maybe help her out. I don't know, but
I don't think they're going to suggest if they want me
we
to
don't
win,
have to
they're
help
not
you.
going to help you.
Yeah. We don't have to listen to you guys, but if you want to be with us. So obviously Matthew Rose, don't listen to anything Matthew Rose says. We do the opposite because we know he gave it away with the super chat earlier. # Team Mel. Yeah, we don't. You're off the team. Matthew, you're off the team. Go sit in the corner until we're done, and then we'll let you back in the room, okay?
Well, Matthew, we can see the results. Looks like you got a large team out there, so we're okay.
Yeah. I like playing the bad guy.
What was that, like 2 votes? I think it's 2 votes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No one's
you
even
have
voting.
2 votes.
No one's even voting. So, all right. So never mind. We don't listen to anything the chat says, except for like the 2 people that voted. All right, I'm gonna close the poll. Thank you everyone that voted. It's just for fun. Let's see what the final result is. 89% want Mel to win. All right, that's great. That's great. That's great. All right.
Well, I'll do my best for you.
Speaking of people who want Mel to win, hey Bob Chapman, good to
Hey,
see you
Bob.
again. Hope you're doing well.
Bob, I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, yes. So things
Or
are.
I
Well.
haven't seen you in a while, anyways.
Yeah, I've been pretty stress free. I haven't seen him in a while either. So yeah, and I think I'd feel it. I mean, hey Bob. Okay. So we start off with a sniper turn, and Mel's first turn starts with her marking on her board which space she's entering from, and the entry arrows are a space. So she marks at the start of the game, and her first action has to move at least 1 point and get off of the entry space. And if you'll notice something here, after watching a playthrough from the publisher to try to make sure we understood the game before we played it, they did something clever and explained how they designed the game. From every entry point, you are able to use movement to get into another zone to try to foil. So even if we gather intel and we find out Mel's in the red,
Yeah.
she maybe didn't enter in the red. You don't know, is she still in her entry space, or is she in a space she has an objective, or is she just passing through and she's tricking us? All possibilities, which I love. But the where she enters is not the same place as objective, but we may not know. Okay, so Mel, take your time, and we're not going to look at Mel. We're not going to try to peek at Kyle. Don't peek at her board.
I can just like roll backwards like this. So you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
can see anyways.
I could where put that, like a wooden board thing that here. Go. I don't know where to put it. All good. Matthew says, what is an enclosed area that Mel does not have line of sight through?
I don't know. I was anticipating some sort of joke answer for that.
What is an enclosed area that Mel does not have line of sight through? I don't know, Matthew. Is that a real question for the game, or?
Yeah, you use Undermaster screen. I agree.
Well, no, the game didn't give one. They just give a big board. You're supposed to just sit, and hide it from the other players and keep it face down when you're not using it. But we're not going to watch what she's doing.
I'm done.
All right, so Mel hasn't made any noise.
No.
She's probably moved. She had to at least move 1 space off her entryway. That's all we know.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't play a loadout
But
card.
she could move up to 3, right?
Yes. But again, it's 1 point of movement if she was on the white. To get off the white is 1, because this is its own space. So 1, like 2, and 3, for example. She could be like that kind of idea. So it's our turn. Now we have our actions. So what I like to do, and what I think is probably a good strategy, is maybe gathering intel. It is like, if we can find out what sector she's in,
Yeah.
that can help where we're spending our actions on future turns. Jacko, thank you for the super chat. Says, y'all need to snipe that like button. Yes. Thank you to all 20 of you who have clicked the like button. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jacko, for
Thank you,
reminding
thank
me
you.
to ask for that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Has anyone here played this game? Is there anyone in the chat who's played this game 1 or more times at all? If so, raise your hand. Tell me. I'm curious. From my understanding, this game is pretty popular. People do like it. And I've seen it in a lot of different stores and stuff. But I'm just curious, anyone here knows the game or has played the game? Or if you own the game and it's on your shelf of shame or shelf of opportunity, still in plastic, I'm not shaming you at all for that. Edward says, watch it played at least 2 times. Okay. So you know some of the game then. Okay.
But Edward, I think it was you above that said you want me to win, but you don't think I will win because the sniper doesn't usually win based on
Wow.
playthroughs that he's seen,
Which is only
Oh.
which is 2.
2. Only 2.
When Mel and I played our first game, though, it was very close. It was very down to the wire. But there are rules in the book that it does, if you're worried about imbalance or you're worried about someone who's like a really good sniper, played that game a whole bunch of times, there is ways to adjust the difficulty, which we can talk about more later, but where the heck is that? Yeah, right here. So for example, if you have an experienced sniper, let's say you own the game, you play against a bunch of different groups, you bring over to someone's house and you're showing them the game and you're going to play the sniper, there is obviously imbalance to the game when somebody really knows the game well. Okay, and there are ways you can add one or many of these rules to balance it out. So if I came, to one of your houses, I played the sniper like 5 times, so I'm teaching you the game, I might let you guys get an advantage by I draw 2 loadout cards at random instead of choosing 3. So I don't get to pick what I start with. I just get random stuff, have to make it work. Or during setup, change what goes in the shot bag, or go through the objectives. After getting 2 objectives, I go through the deck, I show one to the rest of the table so they can eliminate one objective, things like that. So same with the defenders, there's ways to manipulate it. So if you're thinking the game's imbalanced a little bit, it might be because someone's just really good at these type of games or really good at this game. There are ways to balance it, which I wanted to show is really cool. So it's obviously not perfectly balanced because obviously the human element, some guessing, some luck, some randomness can happen, and some experience can take hold. So I like the way they put this stuff in here. This game is really well done. Like, I didn't find any issues in the rule book. I like they have a little tutorial side of the map. The rules are very clear, and yeah, very well done. I also paid for like the Rodney Smith Watch It Played tutorial, which is like a good thing. Yeah, very, very, very well done. There's some polish and care to this game, you can tell. Even for being like kind of like a little bit of a mass market focused kind of game, right? Targeting the video gamer audience. All right, so what do you want to do? Do you want to gather some intel maybe and pick a couple sectors to see if she's even in them? Because if we find she's in one, then maybe we can deduce which entryway she came in, because it would have to be within 3 spaces of that sector.
A sweep you can do.
A sweep is when you're kind of like, you've narrowed it down to where she might be in a few spaces. You can rule out like 3 of them.
Yeah, but you can do 2 characters, 2 sweeps, right?
Yeah, but
I'm just...
What if she's way over on the left side of the board, just wandering out in the open? You sweeping inside of buildings, I don't think she can reach any of those in-building spaces. And remember, you can only, like, you could move, like I could move 1, 2, and then sweep outside here, 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 and here, for example. That's such like a shot in the dark. When you can just do the whole, instead of those 2 actions to check 3 spaces, and it does narrow it down more.
Well, it'd be 6, because you could do it for 2 different guys, but...
Well, if you didn't move them first, but remember they can only sweep matching adjacent spaces.
All right. Yep. Sure.
So what do you think?
I think we should do.
We can sweep all of them if you want to rule out. You can find out if she's in, and we do
not sweep. What's the thing?
Gather intel. The first thing.
Gather intel. Yeah, that's 2.
It's very powerful, but it uses up the whole squad's turn.
Do it.
Yeah. See, Bob's saying now you don't want to be doing sweeps early in the game.
Yeah, but Bob said he also wasn't playing for us.
Yeah.
No, but then he says he was.
Sarcastically said he was.
Well, now you're unsure.
Yeah,
Maybe he's the sniper.
I'm just going to ignore
him. Yeah, I would wait for sweeps when we kind of know where she might be, right? Like if she revealed herself and then ran away, you might want to sweep to find out if she went one way or the other.
I know. I'm just going to mentally pick where I would have done it, and then we'll see.
Okay.
That's fine.
You want your own little board that you can try race on where you think, and we'll compare them at the end to see.
Oh, no copy. Okay.
All right. Is there a faction we want to sweep first? Because gather intel first. Sorry, gather intel.
Yellow is probably the biggest area, right? So
you want to do yellow first?
Sure.
All right. We're gathering intel. Mel, are you in yellow?
No.
Okay. So that tells us she could have entered in yellow.
Yeah, and then moved to white.
And moved to white. Or she could, that's it. Or she entered anywhere else on the board and just hasn't gone into yellow. Like, we don't know much yet. Do you want to do another one? Or do you want to now we know she's not in yellow. We've basically cut off a quarter of the board.
Sure, do black.
Black? Mel, you're in the black sector.
No.
Yeah, she's laughing because she's not in red probably either. And when we do that, she's going to go, no. But then we know she's in white. So she's literally in this area or that area. And that would tell us that she either, if she's in white, that would tell us she entered in either black or yellow over there, or she entered in white over here, but she did not enter in red. So that means she could have a red
I think
objective.
you have to do it.
Yeah, you think so?
What?
I didn't do it when I played, but I regretted it later. I just was doing it like random when I played with Mel before. I was like, I'm going to gather until this turn on this random spot. And it's like,
At least if she's not in red, then we know she's in white, right?
but then we're also not moving our soldiers around and getting out and blocking terrain and having them be adjacent. So we're letting her just wander around between buildings without letting us know, you know?
Oh, let's do it.
All right.
Wonder.
You can ask her on this one.
No? Red?
No.
She's in white. She's in white. Sneaky
Well, that means she
bugger.
didn't enter here, right?
Right? There's no way in 3 spaces she could get in white, right?
No way. So
Okay.
it's either yeah.
Someone in the chat taking notes because we'll be asking like an hour from now. Wait, where did we think at the start? Did we? Okay.
You want
so-
an X to mark X on the board? Just kidding.
So, you know, we could use a little token and say like, you
Oh,
know,
I'll
she
remember.
probably didn't enter in red. So if she's in white, she either entered in white here or she entered in yellow or black.
Yeah.
So that means she doesn't have one of those as an
Yeah,
objective.
which means she probably has a red objective, right?
Okay, hold on.
As one of them.
Not necessarily.
No?
Because if she's in white over there, let's say she could come in black.
If she came in black, she doesn't have black,
Correct.
but she would probably have red, white, or yellow.
Yeah.
If she came in yellow, then she probably has a black.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Red.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she would have went through to go to the other place she has an objective too, right?
Yeah. So one of them is probably red, right?
Maybe.
I think it
doesn't
has to
have to be. No, it doesn't have to be.
Well, you can't have two of the same color, right?
Correct.
Oh,
And it can be where she entered. So that's all the information we have.
cool. This is fun.
Yes, I know.
So my turn?
Mel's turn.
Is it your turn?
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure?
you guys.
That's it. We used all the gathering intel.
Don't these dogs get to move? No.
You
Oh,
can
yeah,
put them on
sorry,
the board
sorry.
if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yes, these special
Yeah, but it
abilities.
only goes where the officer is.
Yes, correct.
So,
Yeah, which
So no?
you don't. You might want to move them first or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And so begins the Defender's AP. Yes, analysis paralysis has begun. Done?
Done.
No noise?
No noise.
Yeah, see her laugh about that because we're not even out and about to find to get noise.
Just hanging out on the side.
Yeah, we're all just slacking inside of the buildings.
All right. So,
But remember, if she did move adjacent to a building, we could hear her through like the window outside. As long as she moves adjacent to one of our guys, moving 2 or 3, she has to tell us. If she's literally just sitting there moving 1 and 1 and 1, she never needs to say anything. But then she's not really getting things done in her 10 turns. She got to jam one of those objectives in, which is probably going to happen because of the way we did this and kind of missed. But we do know
Well,
she's in one of the
narrowed it down.
whites.
She was in one of
But you don't know if she's on this one or that one.
Yeah, and she was. She's probably not now.
I'm just going to guess she was over there. And whichever one she came in, she's going to the opposite to get one done, or she came in black, she's going to the opposite to get one done. That's what I'm going to guess.
Well, we got to move some guys.
And remember, you can use these abilities before or after like an action or before or after gathering intel. So for example, we could just move with the scout ability, we could just, without using an action up here, we could just use one of these once. We only get 2 per game though. I don't know if you want to do this yet, but for example, we could just take one of these guys and put them in any empty space, anywhere. Well, we should probably just start spreading them out,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I think.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, just start getting them out.
Move is like, what, 2
Up to 2 spaces.
He's got to leave through a door.
So you're doing the black.
Yeah,
So
I
what you
think
do is you spend 1 action. 1,
1,
2. Yep.
2.
Bob, I was thinking about that, and I like rotate the board around and stuff, so they have no idea.
Well, we're not looking at her, but again, she could be drawing or pretending to draw like, you know, clouds and sun and stuff all across her board. Like, we're not going to be able to know exactly what she's writing, where she's writing it. She could be drawing, you know, little ideas of where she thinks she wants to go, circling things, you know, whatever.
I can't even move this guy out.
Which guy? You want to move the
guy.
officer?
Yeah, like I think move.
There's a
the-
door above him.
I know, what, like 1, 2.
No,
Oh, he can go.
he is adjacent to the, yeah, see the way it crosses? Like,
2.
yep.
Okay, sure.
That's
do it.
black done.
Black.
What do you got? What do you want to do with red? What's
move
red?
up.
The medic.
I'll move up, right?
Yeah, I say we move this guy out here. If she's in this white area, maybe. And then maybe this one coming out somewhere out here to kind of like, because she could, remember, she could have been in this white.
Yeah, and then move
And then she
down.
might be going down for like
or
a red objective. She might have just waited a little bit and she could be going down, right?
Going the long way to yellow.
But if she came in black and she's going to a yellow objective, she has 3 or 4. She could be like working her way in there. If she has 1, she could have been just working her way up the side. Came in black, she's working her way all the way up here. You know? So with
Yeah.
yellow, we need to get them like out.
Yellow, where do you want to put the dogs though?
I mean, we don't have to drop them yet.
No, but you got to plant it
'Cause-
because it takes a while to.
Well, I don't really want to give away where I plan to put any dogs.
Do you want me to look away? You can
No.
point to the board.
You know, you're supposed to be able to see everything
Oh.
we're doing because you're hiding in the shadows and you're like watching us from up on rooftops and you're like hiding
I
in
can't
trees.
hear you.
Yeah, you can. You have all these little things.
have
You're the sniper.
Mhm.
You're like, we don't even know you're there. We're just like walking around like, you know, like,
Yeah.
hey Bob, how was the game yesterday? Oh yeah. How was dinner last night with the wife? Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Where was that from? So for yellow, I don't know. Like this guy's kind of got this area out
Yeah,
here
that's what I was
covered.
thinking.
I would say, how's this little building work?
That
Oh,
can-
right here.
that
He
can
could
shoot
go
Yeah.
Like this. And then maybe the officer just like coming out here just to like,
yeah.
because now if she moves by there, she has to like, you know, has to say, unless she's moving so slow, right?
It's
But
good.
she might play a card and then not tell us what it is face down. Then she might be using the sneaky movement and move all 3 spaces and then say, I didn't make any noise. I'm good. But we'll know she played a card. All right, Mel, go ahead. Again, don't watch this to see how to play this game properly, okay? We're just still new to it, but I just want to show how cool this game is. It is really cool. It might be one of my favorite little hidden movement games. And we've played quite a few of them. I do like the theme though. I like the little military thing going on. Cool. I know it is based on a video game, but I when I'm playing this, I just think of like Splinter Cell, the Batman Arkham games. You know, you're in those scenarios where you gotta
Yeah.
be sneaky,
Yeah,
but you could go guns a-blazing if you want. But if you
Yeah.
do, it's like everyone's gonna know. Yeah, it's like those little missions in the video games like that. But it is its own video game, so. But I just never played Sniper Elite. All right.
Done. I've made no noise.
Oh, okay. Do you want to gather intel now? And maybe we can find out if she's in yellow or black, for example. Because then we could rule out that she probably came in the other. Or maybe she came in this one, now she's in yellow. I don't know.
Or she's in red.
Yeah, if she's in red, then we know she came in this white area probably. I don't know. But you don't have to. I'm just saying that's an option.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Because right now we have no idea, but we could just keep spreading our guys out and kind of blocking areas. But she may just be sneaking by us really
Yeah, like-
slowly.
I would do red.
Really?
I think I'm hot for red.
You're hot for red. All right, I'll do whatever you want, man. Gather intel in red.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you in red?
Yes.
Whoa, Kyle! Whoa! All right, I'm not saying anything else. Kyle is way better at this game than I am. All right,
Oh man.
we're gonna win. All right.
But,
Woo!
yeah.
So she was up here because I don't think,
she must have been because
unless you
6
can
spaces
count.
away.
Remember, one movement is from the spot.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's 2 points to get in there. She
Oh, no,
could have
3.
gone like
Yeah,
down
but
along the
it's
bottom
It's like say 1, 2,
because she's only had
3,
1 turn.
1, I don't
She's
see
had
her.
3
3
turns.
turns.
It could be 9. She could be 9
9?
spaces. Yeah, she's done
Is it
3 turns.
Yep.
Oh, then yeah, she definitely could have.
She could have gone along like the bottom and now is in red.
Yeah, 1, 2.
But not from black because she was in white, remember, Kyle? So
Oh, yeah.
she had to have gone through white.
No, but
So-
yeah. So
Could she get from yellow through
I don't
white
know,
and to
man.
red?
that's like 1 turn to get to white, right? That was her turn she did before us.
We guessed the very first she did 1 turn
Yeah, she did 1 turn, then we
and she
guessed.
was in white within 3.
So it's only 6 spaces from white because she was in white when we.
Yes.
But she could have been at the far edge.
Yes,
like
yes.
here.
Yep.
Oh man.
But we know she's in red.
Yeah, I mean, she could have been here and made it to red for sure.
Yep.
Ugh.
But she would have went by this guy though if she went really fast and she would have made noise. So she would have had to slow down and do 1 point of movement, and then even if she moved 3 after that, she has to let us
I
know.
don't know.
she was adjacent.
We'll just say she came in there and went to red.
So you think she came in
She must be going for 9.
and she waited
I'm assuming she's going for 9.
5 or 9, probably 9 by now, right? 'Cause she would have grabbed
Probably.
5. Unless she wasn't that white, like you said, and she just blasted across
across?
the board, like across the bottom. But I don't know.
No, I don't think she's gonna. I don't know.
I don't think that's
I'm
enough.
gonna say she's going towards 9.
Okay, but we can't do anything with these
I know
guys
we're
now.
stuck now.
But do we have the scouts? We can move a scout. Right? Read that. Can that go to
Move
here?
a soldier from this officer squad to any empty space. All right.
So you could move. We could spend the 1 token if you really think it's 9, and we can grab one of those black soldiers, and because he's still in his zone,
I would
he,
say
he,
sure.
he can move 1 there.
Actually, no. Move this guy.
Okay. So now she can't enter that space. The sniper is never allowed to go into a space, but she could be
Well,
on that space right now.
Black still has a turn, right? So we can,
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're using a special ability, which is not one of their actions.
yeah. So we have a full like.
So you could even sweep around there, for example,
Yeah.
and find out if she's there. But here's the thing. I just want to make very clear to everyone watching too, is if Mel is sitting on number 9, she could be sitting there and then at the next turn, just drop her objective and say, boom, I got it done. Even if we're on it.
Yeah.
So you could, I just want to let you know there's a possibility we could be now on the same space as the sniper, but if we beat her there,
Which we'd want to do spot. Oh no, we wouldn't want to do.
well, no. If we beat her there, she can't enter that space. She's going to have to shoot that guy and kill him. Then we know for sure she's in line of sight. She could be outside shooting him. She could be inside shooting him. But either way, it makes her have to give some information out, maybe waste a turn, because if she's shooting him, that means that's her only action that turn that she cannot spend now on revealing an objective. She could shoot him and then move in, but she's already used that 1 action where she could have done an objective. So now she has to wait till the next turn. So like the idea is to try to like waste some turns, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you're good with this? We've used that. We can only do that once more in the whole turn.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, and like in the game. All right. Okay.
So now we can do something with black.
Yes. So again, we have options. We could sweep. We could spot. You think she's sitting on a spot? You could even shoot. But like, I don't think she's there yet. But maybe. Maybe she got all the way in there.
And she was gonna do it at the start of
1,
next turn?
2, 3.
Well, it'd be 6. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No, you would go here, right?
Not if this guy. Oh, it depends when he was here. If she went
yeah.
adjacent, that's the thing. Like, I'm not the best at like tracking turns and like, calculating where she would have been and gone and stuff. There's some turns she could just move 0 and never even move.
Well, if we did a sweep, how does that benefit us other than just telling us something that we might already know?
It would narrow down that she's within 3 spaces. So if this guy were to sweep, he could say, are you in this space, this matching adjacent space, or one of these 2 matching adjacent spaces, for example? And then she would have to say yes. But she could be going for 5 and she's just waiting for us to get out of there.
True.
I don't know. You're right. She probably is going for 9 at this point.
So do we sweep?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a point.
That's what I mean. Do we do something else?
Well, what else can we do? If you spot her, that does make noise, but he can only spot like an adjacent space. But it could be this space. He could spot, this is adjacent.
It's only 1 adjacent though.
But if she's sitting out here and she hasn't gone in yet.
Or maybe she's in and she was going to trigger that. Oh,
But you could sweep and spot as long as the same unit's not doing the same action.
all right.
Or you could start moving that guy over, start blocking off spaces. Because if you think she's in red and she's doing an objective here, we got to think for the second objective too.
Yeah,
Because once she gets that done, she then has to go somewhere else. So we need to start enclosing and blocking ways to make it harder for her to get out. 'Cause she can't enter our space. And if she goes around really fast, we can be alerted. Or if she's forced to shoot a guard, we'll get information. We just need more info. Any recommendations in the chat? Feel free to throw them in. Yeah. Fill up the whole sector with yellow. Okay, she could be here. 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 No, I'm just joking. She's probably not like. If we assume like here, she didn't go in this space. She's probably not inside. But she could have been moving like one at a time. She could have been sitting here on the first turn. And then the next turn, moved here for one. Doesn't have to let the guard in here know. And then move for one.
Yeah.
And then move for one.
Yeah.
She can troll us like that. So we're thinking she's blasting across the board. And really she's like, she's maybe sitting like in this space. And this guy moved on her. And then she could just move for one out of his space. Never alert him. And then move
I'm laughing in the chat, not you.
Yeah. Listen, Jacko, listen.
That's kind of how these kind of games
That's how
work.
it goes.
I want to show you how cool it is. I don't know. I want you guys to understand our thought process. I know you're going to be like, why does it take so long? It's so boring to watch. Here's my recommendation to you. Don't watch it now. Go away. And if you're watching this later, there's an option down on YouTube where you can turn it on to 2x speed. Or there's a little scrub feature where you can scrub forward in the bar to see Mel pick up her board and start doing other things. Yeah. But we're long form here. We're live. We don't edit. It's all there. So if you want more concise playthroughs, there's other channels for that, okay? Go find them. Just ask her where she's at. Yeah, and read her face. Are you here? And watch the sweat.
9 or
down.
5? Which one do you go for? I would, I don't know, sweep.
You want to sweep?
I feel like sweeping,
Okay, Kyle.
but don't ask me
Now
where.
pick 3 spaces. One of them has to be your space and 2 matching adjacent.
Oh my god.
And you tell her those 3 spaces and you would say, are you in these 3 spaces? So you pick the 3 first, then you ask.
One I'm in, obviously.
Yep.
And then the one by the door.
Uh-huh.
And ooh,
Can only be this one or this
I
one.
don't know.
So if you think she's snuck down this outside and she's coming this way,
I'm gonna say the middle one.
are you in one of these 3 spaces, Mel?
No.
You got some info.
Great.
So then she can be in this space and this space and this space. No, I'm just
I would move this guy up maybe to here. 1, 2, 3.
no, he can only move up to 2 spaces.
Oh yeah.
And the same unit like can't move twice on the turn.
And up here. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like the next. Get him closer. It's too difficult terrains. I don't know.
Could be crazy. You could be crazy and try to spot with the same guy and pick the space you didn't pick and say, are you there? And if you're right,
Man.
we know where she is and you give her a noise token. But that's kind of a crazy. She's probably just sitting outside here somewhere. I think she's like right here. Or it could be on this side. If she's going for 9. If she's going for 5, she's hiding somewhere waiting for us to move out of the way
Yeah,
so she can get in there.
I know.
Or we just gave her an opportunity by moving onto her, and then she moved in, and now she's in red. But yeah.
Well, we moved before her.
Yeah, we moved before, and then we checked the next turn. So we could have stepped on her, and then she could be in red now in here.
Oh, I see.
And she's going to tell us very soon that she got 5 done. So keep that, could be a possibility.
Like maybe thinking of moving.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Move the black guy. Yeah.
1, 2.
Okay.
There we go.
What are we doing with yellow? What's yellow can do? Kennel Master stuff or just moving guys around? Here, maybe bring this guy now that we know. Like there? I don't know. Or want to bring him in? What do you think?
Yeah, good spot.
Okay, and then the other one. See, I'm thinking like forward too. So if we know she's in red,
Yeah,
we gotta like.
She's gonna move out of red at some point.
And if you're assuming she came in this white, she definitely doesn't have a white objective then. So the next one's either yellow or black. So, I don't know. Maybe the officer, move him. Like, I don't know. Like we got to think about him with the dogs. Like, you know, if you want to move him in
I know,
somewhere,
yeah, like dogs.
we don't have to do the dogs yet. But if you want to move him, anticipating where you'd want to jam some dogs, we can do that. Or this guy, we just move him somewhere that's like kind of.
Like 3 and 4.
Like if she has
close,
4, right? You don't want to leave it so she can get in there very
right,
easily.
But then 1 is way up there. Like
Yeah.
it's
But if we got it covered that she has to pass by somebody, she has to do it very slowly or
Yeah.
play a card or run, make noise. I don't know. What are we doing with this last yellow action? You choose, you choose.
I don't know. Move the officer up.
Move him up? Like
Yeah.
up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, sure.
What if she's got 1? Then she's got to go that way around somehow.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Mel.
Make some noise, Mel.
Yes, please. Remember, Kyle's never played before, and I've only played 1 time, so I'm trying to let Kyle make choices. I'm trying to, like, we're figuring it out, right? We're not pros. Feel free to chime in.
We did guess red. So
Yeah, that's all you, man. I would have picked yellow or black, and then picked 1, and if she's not in it, I would say she's in the other. Yeah. That would have been way off. Would have been screwed.
I know, but like also knowing red, did that help for her? Or just like now we're like super focused on
The crazy part is she could have a black and yellow objective. She came in white. She's just passing through red to like go to black.
Yeah.
And we caught her in red, but she doesn't even care about red. She's like just passing through. And we're like closing in on it. And it's like, we're like, this is what could be happening.
Okay.
Noise? Noise?
No.
Come on.
No cards?
No cards.
Uh-oh.
She's 3 additional spaces away potentially from where she was in red.
Well,
right?
Okay. So you have to kind of like guess some stuff. So if you think she was here, like,
No,
even if she spent 2 actions.
just further down in that, like possibly even over here, and maybe going towards black, like you said.
So do you want to use red to do some sweeps? Like, we could. I don't know. We can also maybe rule out that 2 is not one of her objectives if we did assume she comes in white. There's some things we can like rule out too for future. But that means maybe this guy should start coming this way, but like maybe he's blocking this door. That's great. Maybe we want to bring one of these guys in to get them near 5, so like they're there. Maybe she's slowly moving through this building right now.
Yeah, maybe she was going for 5 and then changed based off our position to go for one of her other objectives.
Yeah, that could happen.
Which is now.
But then she's going to run out of time, man. She has to get one objective done before it hits there. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm aligned with moving someone closer to 5.
Or do we use these reds to start sweeping again? Like maybe we use, like, for example, this guy to come, 1, 2 and check here, or like do the opposite, check over here. Because if you think she's going for 9, like, where is he here?
Yeah.
But then again, that might move him out of the way and she's able to go through the door now, Because like maybe she's sitting right here and she can't go through us. So she'd have to kill this guy because he's blocking the door. So maybe she's now going around or going through here.
Well, wouldn't she have done that if she was...
But there's still 2 open doors she could be going in.
Yeah.
And she might be holding off to shoot this guy. And she might be waiting for us to move red guys out of the way so she can get into 5 if you think that's a thing. So you have to be careful with like your net. You don't want to close in your net too much because then she could escape it. Or we move out of the way and let her get to her objective,
Yeah, like the officer could move back. And
because once she does her objective, if she's sitting on it, then she moves after, we'll have to find her to shoot her. If she moves first, gets on objective, then does the objective, she ends her turn on that space, we can get to her and shoot her. So she's got to be very careful what she does. So you have to have guys nearby to shoot her if that's the thing, right?
I'm thinking like move this guy here. This guy's already at the door. So this guy doesn't need to be here, right?
Okay.
For this door?
Sure. So that's what you want to do for the red action?
And then he could sweep that room too, if we think 5 is a thing.
Go ahead. Yeah, if you want to do that, Kyle, I'm down.
It's weird that like potentially 9 movement points have happened.
Look, if she didn't want to make noise and we were in her way just by default, she would be doing one at a time.
Yeah.
Like one at a time. Sometimes not even moving because she's waiting for us to get out of the way so she doesn't have to shoot. We need to make her shoot. So you want to move that guy for
I think
2?
so.
Okay. You want to sweep with him, or do you want to like sweep with one of these other guys? Do you want to move one of these other guys, like this guy?
I don't know. Like it's hard to like.
We gotta find out. Like, it's no wrong answer right now, man.
Yeah, I
We
know.
don't know.
Sweeping. It's just like like this guy sweeps.
You can only do outdoor spaces, so it'd be
One,
those
two,
3.
Yeah, like those ones, or this guy now sweeps on the inside.
Whatever you want, man.
Oh, or this guy sweeps again. Well,
That we can do both
that
because you can do black and red.
in the building or outside the building.
You can do both those sweeps. You can sweep out here, you can sweep in here again, pick different spaces in here, whatever you want to do.
In this building or outside? That's
Oh yeah, I don't know. You want a coin to flip or something?
oh my God.
No, just pick, man. It's still information. So if you sweep somewhere and you don't find her, then you can rule out some spaces. Matthew says the look on Kyle's face says he's never playing this game again. Not even a Canadian smile that is required by law.
Stressed out.
I am stressed out. I like.
That's what the sign of a great game.
I'm a
That it is
sweet-
bringing out emotions like that in you. Like you're getting so into it, so serious. So like, oh, I love it.
Sweep inside.
The red. Which 3 spaces do we want to sweep?
If she was on 5, she doesn't have to trigger it that round.
No, she could sit there literally for the next 10 rounds or whatever until like down here and then go objective, and then we reset the track.
All right, I'm gonna do 5, the one he's on, and
Did you think she came in here? I don't
Yeah.
think so, but it's possible.
like this one,
Yeah, or do you think
or
we moved out here and she's now
I know,
coming in
that's
here?
what I was thinking.
So that one, yeah.
Red dot, the one he's on, and 5.
No.
Okay. Let me black and yellow.
I'm thinking of like sweeping again with this guy.
Okay,
but
sweep with black. Which 3 spaces? Or do you want to move them first?
I know that's.
But
the
then
thing.
moving them first might clear off the objective and she can just jump on it.
I know.
So you kind of want to make her forced to
I think
shoot.
he should just sweep where he is.
Okay, so his space, and then which 2 spaces do we want to sweep? You did what last time? These 2?
Yeah, I'm thinking this one, and then the door again.
Okay. So are you here, or here, Mel?
No.
Ooh.
What about the other black? I want to move.
Well, I mean, he can move here.
Okay, do that, yeah. What about yellow? And sweep with yellow too. We got yellow in the red. So you can move him, sweep. You can move this guy. You can move this guy. We could move a guy off the board and then deploy him back on the board, like
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, this guy can sweep those 3. Oh man.
Or you can move first into a better spot and sweep. He can move in the building. We can sweep other spaces in the building.
That's your call.
Awesome, right? There's so many choices.
I know, but like we're really focused on red.
I'm gonna move this guy in, and he's gonna sweep his space. I can't see what's adjacent. There's these 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you in these 3?
No.
Okay. Your turn, Mel. Oh, I heard a little. She's not satisfied with what we're doing. We're definitely.
Hopefully
foiling
we're in
her,
the way.
but we're
We
not
better be
foiling her
way.
in the most efficient way. We're just
Yeah.
being stupid, but it's still getting in her way. Love it.
It's hard.
I know. That's why Bob. I was thinking the same thing when Mel's like, "I did this objective, guys," and we're like, "What? What?" We're 7 or 8. Yeah. She baited us. She's like in red for
I
a
know.
second, then we move out of the way. Now she's like,
I know, it's the problem. Like black is fully like open right now.
but then she has to get out of there to get to another objective,
Yeah.
and then we can use the deduction of where she's been, and maybe she wanted red, but then changed her mind to go to black to the second objective. Then we probably know red is where she wants to go, or it's yellow, but like we then can readjust based on that and try to catch her. I remember we still have the scout ability where we could
Just move a guy, teleport.
any black guy, right?
Yeah.
From as long as from this officer's squad to any empty space from so we could just move this guy to any space, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's cool. They just can't do an action after that.
Did we do that?
I don't know if we did.
Did we do the sweep? We might have done the sweep.
Maybe. You cannot take an action this turn either before or after being moved.
We might have done a sweep.
We'll pretend that we didn't, and we'll just not do that again.
You cheated?
Maybe.
Did we do it?
I don't know if we did for sure.
Oh. If the sniper doesn't care, then we.
Play a card.
What?
Play a card.
Oh no.
No noise?
No noise.
When does that card resolve?
It'll tell when it happens.
Oh. Tell it when it happens?
So she could have played the card.
Okay, so it wasn't the one that moves people.
No.
Is that
The
what
only two it could be, she either played that to move silently,
Yeah.
2 or 3 spaces, or she just put a mine somewhere. So if we end our turn on a space with that mine, anytime for the rest of the game, it kills that soldier.
Wait, okay, yeah. I mean, it wasn't the guns. It wasn't,
no, it's only those
it wasn't
two.
the right-
It's
yeah,
only those
yeah,
two.
It had to have been.
So she could have just moved silently. She didn't go through anybody. She just moved
Silently,
adjacent to somebody
yeah.
really quickly. So we were sweeping close to where she was, and now she's like, crap, if they're gonna keep sweeping, I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And she just booted it.
Over.
So she could have been like right here, and then she thinks, oh, we might start sweeping there. So then she just like runs like boom, 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 and she's like going to her other objective or whatever, or like up here now. She's maybe changing and trying to get another. She has to get objective done
Oh, yeah.
before we hit 1. So she's maybe bailing on red altogether now.
So do we? Oh, I almost want to trigger the.
She could have just snuck by this guy, for example. Kyle, she could have tried to sneak around. Maybe she's trying to go in this door instead of this door. Or she just like bailed out here and she just snuck by this and she's going over here somewhere to get objective
I
done.
don't know. I almost want to trigger like investigate
Intel? Gain intel?
on the black. Just to like.
Or you could find out she's still in red,
No, but that's.
but then we lose access to using the
Yeah,
red
but
guys.
We got 2. We have yellow and 2 black.
I know. Like, man, I'm open. You do whatever. I got to play this game once, so you can also make some choice. Like I'm like still lost.
Red.
Yeah. It's crazy.
She left.
And she hasn't shown anyone yet to help give us some info. Mel, don't you want these cool suppression tokens in your bag? Look how cool they
I think
are.
I'm doing fine right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Damn you. Doug, I know this game is way, like, I described it to Kyle, like, hey, Kyle, you're going to play this game this week. Think of it like Jaws, but a little more advanced. Like, it is next level with the hidden movement stuff. I love it.
I'm going to trigger the intel on red. Are you in red?
Yes.
She's still in red, guys.
Still in red.
She did not leave, so she has an objective in red. I can, like,
Yeah, that's
stamp my seal on that. Like, it's locked in. She's in red. And she wants to get the objective red. So her other objective is so far away from this, she does not even want to bail on it. She has doubled down. She has played that card to either put a mine where she thinks we're going to go and try to kill somebody, and she's pretending like she moved fast.
You can put a mine where we are, right?
No, she put the mine where she is at that time. So she can drop mine, then move, or she can move, then drop the mine. And she can use that to pretend like she moved fast and snuck by us and really just drop the mine.
Just one space.
She probably moved 3 spaces and played that card.
All right.
2 to 3 spaces and went right beside us. So she got to the point, maybe she ran by this guy, so she didn't alert him, or she's inside beside him and didn't alert him, or she went in here. Man, she could have literally moved right around this guy and gone on 5 without alerting him.
Okay.
She could have been out here. She could have been out here and went. She could have went 1, 2, 3. She's sitting on 5 right now. She's on 5, Kyle, and we just used the red, so we can't even shoot.
You got
her.
yellow. You got yellow.
Yellow
Right.
can move.
Can't shoot one space away?
1, 2. No, it can't. It can only move 2, so this guy could move like 1, 2, but he can only shoot in his space.
Oh yeah.
But we could still try to trap her in. Yeah, I think she'd try to get to 5 sneaky. She's probably sitting on it right now. And at the start of next turn, she's going to drop the objective and then run.
We'll move yellow to block or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it already is blocking. So
No, not this door. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
it's that door.
Crap.
Well, you could move this guy to here.
If we think that's the thing, otherwise you might waste this whole thing, right?
No.
Oh, actually, this guy can move 1, 2, and at least get to here, but she still can go by. But again, if she moves 3 next time, 1, 2, 3, she would have to let us know she made noise and which direction she was going. Then we could like sweep and shoot. So you can get ready for that too.
You can sweep now with yellow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, like I could sweep again
I
with
can
this
smell
guy.
her. She's in the room.
We could sweep with either one of these guys and like.
But maybe let's move them into position. If you think she's about to get an objective and about to run somewhere, let's get these guys in her way.
Well, this guy is in the way. He's on the space, right?
Yeah. So I would still not uncover that yet. She
No, I know
could
what
be
I'm
going
saying.
for
We
that.
could sweep with this guy right now, and then sweep with this guy outside, and then you know if she's outside. or
No, I don't think
outside.
she's out there anymore. If she used that move to get by somebody, she's like gunning for her objective, I think. So she used it to either get into this building to get ready, or she's in this building. That's what I think.
So this guy should really just move here.
Or move up to here. I don't know. Because next turn, it might be too late. Because remember, if she pops objective and then moves, it's too late to try to get her in here. Maybe she can't get out this way unless she shoots, but she would have to move then shoot. Oh no, she could shoot with line up. No, she can't shoot this guy's outside because it would pass through an interior space. So maybe
Won't we sweep with this guy before moving this guy, just in case?
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because like,
Yep. Go ahead.
unless you think move and then sweep when he's here.
I don't know. I'm
But
just
then it
thinking for
would
the
be
next
outside.
turn. I don't know.
Oh,
Your call.
I'll sweep with this guy.
Okay, so I move the token.
Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, I'll do these two.
No.
Yeah, it's here. She's up
Yeah.
here.
So then this
Unless
guy,
she's like came in the
so
door.
this
and
guy should
she's-
move here.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I do that? Oh,
1 and 2. Yeah.
yeah.
1.
Oh, I can put him
2,
here
3.
too.
Well, this is as far as you can get, right? So no. Who's here?
Yeah,
1. Oh yeah.
I could put him up there. I just don't know.
It's whatever, man.
Probably here.
Yeah.
On the
I'm
corner.
down.
Yeah. Those both black.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow. You do the spot thing if you really think she's there.
But we'll know next
But then,
turn
yeah,
anyway
we'll
if she's
know.
gonna fire her objective off, so that's like a waste. Could be crazy, man. We could like move like 1, 2, and then just like shoot in his space if she didn't make it in the objective yet. But I think she's like on it.
Oh.
But I like him blocking the door because then if she goes like 1, 2, 3, you know, like she's not going to go that way. Because if she stops in here and has to shoot inside too, she's like wasting more time. And yeah, because she'll pop objective. That means she won't have an action to even shoot next turn. Just move.
Yeah. You want to bring the officer closer? The yellow one? To have another.
I don't know, maybe this guy. Maybe just move him into like some kind of position if she is doing this one and runs out. You know? I don't know. We have to have guys nearby when someone's going to sweep and someone's going to
I was thinking
shoot.
this guy, he could like be
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
okay, yeah.
I don't know. He can get closer. This guy can only get here, but then then that's I don't
And
know.
remember, keep your officers in their zone so that they can redeploy units after
Yeah.
they get shot too.
Yeah.
So maybe like move this guy like this.
Yeah, move both instead
Yeah.
of doing anything with this guy.
Yeah, I think so. Mel, go ahead. Remember, we can drop dogs too to cover some areas. Matthew says, I like that this game has an element of chess by blocking the shoot line of sight by having a bodyguard in front of her assassination target. Mel's got a great poker face, not a single hint from her expressions.
I know, I'm just listening.
Yeah, I know. We're giving her all this info.
I know.
Like, Mel might go this way, and she'll, oh, I didn't think of that way. That's a great idea. Thanks, Rob. But I'm also trying to show everyone watching, like, what we're thinking and, like, how, like, all the options are so people who don't know the game can play along or would decide if this is for them or not based on, like, how deep it is or, you know, or if it's too much for them. They're like, this won't work with my group, man. I can't have 3 people at the table going through analysis paralysis for 30 minutes every time between every turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
No noise? No objective?
Playing?
Yeah. Just drawing like pictures on the board, not even doing anything. Like still sitting right here.
Walking around circles.
Yeah, like I'll move here. I'll move here. I'll move here.
Yeah, I'll go in when there's like 2 turns.
Oh my god.
How?
Crazy, right?
Yeah. And I don't want to waste another red to say.
No, it's got to be sweeping. Unless she really bailed, but like you think if she has a black objective, maybe she could get to it though. We maybe just move this guy out of the way and she finally was able to get that way. You know, maybe she did do the sneaky move down here and now she just bailed. And then maybe she's going to try to come back. Because we're sitting on number 9, which you're probably right. It is probably number 9. And we're going too crazy here. And really she just did a sneak by here to come in this door. But then she's bailed. She's
What's she waiting for though?
Well, now she could just go to another objective. Because as long as she gets one done, then she'll come back to red later. You know? She just has to lock one in.
Well, we could waste blacks and just say, like, do the...
Whatever you want to do, man. I'm down.
Uh,
Could drop some dogs too. We can maybe...
yellow could... I'm just saying, like, what is black going to do? I think black pretty much has stuff covered. Like, should we just say, are you in black? Or I don't know.
No. I mean, maybe she didn't give up on the red yet. I don't know. Because if we can't stop her, as long as she gets her objective, the first one, we're going to have information. Then we can start again. Like,
let's just use red to do some sweeps then.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's find her. Yep.
Yeah.
You want to move him somewhere? Or you just want to sweep with him?
Yeah, like come around. And she's like sitting here.
Is now she on the thing? Did she only get this far? And I should have gone there and shot her in the face? And then now she just moved on the objective? Because she could have just moved one and not told anyone. She's probably on it now. I don't know. She might not be in there at all. She's probably still waiting for this guy to move.
Do a sweep. Do a sweep. So this one, or this one?
No.
Okay.
Sweep with this one, or this one?
No.
Yeah.
But now if you keep sweeping, she just now knows what you're doing, so she just knows not to go in those spaces. I don't know.
It's hard. But you have to sweep. You gotta find her.
I know. This is crazy. What are we doing with black?
Sweep the outside, sweep here. Oh my god, this guy will sweep like so many times with him, but it's like that one time that I don't.
You
sweep.
could move this guy in and then sweep like these 3 and then these 2.
Step on the landmine that she put there.
But only if you end on the landmine space. You can go through it. So she'd have to put it in like an exact spot. But she didn't. That's a move, sneaky move one.
Right. But do you think this house is covered?
I don't know.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
no idea.
All right, fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. This guy's going
Okay.
in, and then yeah, sweep with this guy. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Ugh,
Now yellow.
you together.
This is awesome. All right.
Like yeah, well, so we know she's not there, not here. Oof.
Cool. Put a dog there.
Yeah, let's
So
do
she
it.
has to go by that way.
Looks good.
I don't know.
Good?
Yep.
Sure. Man, people who play this game a lot are gonna watch this and be like, "What are these idiots? Why are they so
That's
dumb?"
what I mean. Like knowing that she's in red, did that like
But obviously, playing this game a lot, you'll start to realize like what we should be doing is using the cubes more of like, but we
not
haven't
lost.
gotten any info. Like
Yeah,
we need to
lost.
see her once,
Yeah.
right? To be able to go, okay, she was
Yeah.
here.
not having any noise?
Yeah.
Just knowing that she's been in red twice.
Yep.
That's it. That's all we got.
But here's the thing: if she's moving super slow, she's gonna run out of time. Like we're slowing her down for the whole game because now she's still got to get 2 objectives done. She has to get 1 done before in the next like 3 turns or whatever.
And if that one's not done, then she has to get 2 by the next.
No, if we get down here,
Yeah.
and it starts our turn and she still hasn't got it done, we auto win the whole game. So she has to get 1 done at least by here, then she resets and has to get the other one done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot first.
Oh,
Yeah, now see, pressure's on. She's running out of time. So we're in her way. We're 100% in her way. It's this guy blocking her spot right here. Watch.
probably.
Watch him die.
Or
Watch.
the other guy. Or the other guy.
Nope, she's hiding in this corner right here and she's going to shoot him right now.
No, I searched
How
that
many
one.
tokens you're
I
pulling now?
searched that
Nope,
corner.
quiet. Let her do it. Don't give any more info. She's in the room. Shh, quiet.
I'm gonna
I heard a noise.
roll 2.
Yeah, she's like literally right beside. 1, 2. She's
But
hoping.
she couldn't be there. I searched there.
1.
Okay, hold on. Watch.
She's in the other corner.
Is it a success?
Yes.
Who are you killing?
This
She is
is-
one space
Yeah.
away from that guy. Or
Yeah.
in his space. No, she wouldn't have.
Oh.
She would have popped the objective a long time ago.
And then
So she's in here, or here.
Yeah. Well, no, I searched here. I did this one, and this one. So it's probably this one, or this one.
No, well, she wasn't in there. She didn't enter that. She would have been sitting there for many
But she
things.
could have been outside shooting in on this one.
Yes, she could be outside shooting inside too.
Oh, she could be.
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Now I've done.
And then she moved after.
I've made no noise.
And she moved.
And she made no noise. Yep. She moved after. So she's in one of these spaces or out here. She killed this guy. And then now she's moved in. She's sitting on the spot. She's 100% on it.
We have red and black to do whatever with, right? But red can't make it.
Everything. We have everything.
Well, black can make it there, right? 1, 2.
So where
and
did you sweep for sure? You swept here?
Yeah. And
So she
yeah.
was in one of these two. Oh, yeah. One of these two or outside.
Yeah, well,
And she killed this guy probably from outside or one of these two
that's what I
spaces.
said, the one time I don't sweep with this guy. Snuck in.
So based on this,
Do we have the medic thing? Oh, no.
no, that's a red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't put a red guy on the spot to
Yeah.
force her to kill. That would take forever to move off. So we need to get one of these red guys on one of the other objectives that we think is she's going for.
Well, yeah, I mean, this guy can shoot.
Yeah.
if
So
it's
what he can do
inside.
is move in. You got to
Move in where, though?
opposite 2 spaces away and then shoot. So you have to like guess. Or you move the red guy in first, do a sweep to try to, or a spot to find out where she is or not is, and then pick the other spot.
Like if
But
you-
I think she's on the objective for sure. And then she's going to start her turn by revealing it, resetting the timer, and then running somewhere.
Right, but do you think you should just move in here and then do a spot from there?
And like spot this place.
Just to confirm before wasting a shot? Or
Yeah, I would add a noise token in the bag to make her future shots less effective. But if you hit it, it's up to you, man. But then you also have to think if she is there and then moves, we got to be able to get her after and block her and like make
he'd
her
be
move
there.
by us.
He'd be there by the door.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, do a spot.
But then she'll go this way, right? Like out here.
Yellow can move.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Elle can
Yeah.
move like maybe
There.
there. I don't know, man.
Should spot or sweep?
Your call. Sweeping will just tell you it's one of 3 spaces or not. So maybe spot.
Could do a spot here.
So what are we doing? We red, we
Red,
moved,
he
and you're
moved,
spotting. Are you on
spotting.
9?
No.
Oh. She's confusing us. She's maybe shot him from outside, and now she's running up to here. We just made a way for her to go in. No. This is all a trick. It's all a trick. But 100% she was within 1 space of this guy. So one of these surrounding spaces.
Well, not.
And
this
then
one.
she moved.
Well, I could have moved into the spot with her.
Yes, 100% you could be on her right now.
Yeah, I just can't move in with you guys. But you don't know where I am, so you could move in with me.
Damn.
Hmm.
But she shot and then moved.
Didn't make noise.
So she only moved like 0 or 1 spaces. Or she shot him and then moved up here. You
Well,
know,
he was here.
he was here. So she could be like here or here, like away from him. Now he moved in, which tricked us. And then now she can go in here at some point.
You want to do yellow? Well, because this guy can go here,
Sure.
and you could sweep with this guy.
Yeah, if you want to do that, yeah. It would only be outdoor spaces adjacent to him, though,
I don't know.
and his own space. That you want to do? Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So are you here, or one of these two? What do you think?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. But at least he's like,
Mm-hmm.
those are yellow. Those both yellows, yeah.
Yep.
Um,
We have black. So you could take a random shot. You could find her if she's still in here. Then you know if she's not in here still. But like you'll only be able to check 3 spaces, which is crazy. But we know she's not on this one. But she could be on any of the other spaces in the building, except for this one that he's been on for a bit, I think. Yeah. So literally you can't check all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other spaces, only 3 of them. Or actually other 5 spaces. You can only check 3 of them.
I don't know. Because like then.
And the problem is you moved him in here to spot. If she's in this space, now this guy can't enter the space to shoot her in that space if you think she's in that space.
Even if I did spot, though, I won't be able to. Like, should I just move to 9 to block that path again? I obviously want to take him out.
Yeah, you could do that.
But
Yeah,
she could just shoot him again.
that's fine. She's wasting time. She might miss next time. She might pull noise and give herself away. And remember, she can't reveal the objective if she's shooting on that same turn. That's her 1 point action.
Well, okay, so he's going to move, and he might as well just do a sweep. Up here.
Or you can move that back, or you can just put this guy back on the board adjacent to his commander.
Okay. Why not just do a sweep, and you can check those.
Yeah,
ones.
sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This one, this one, this one.
No.
Oh, man.
But it could be up here.
Yeah. Or it could have went around this way, shot him from here, and then she's on this side now.
Either way, there's a way she.
Go ahead, Mel. Your turn. This is crazy.
There's a reason she shot that guy, though, right?
Yeah, to confuse us, or because he's really on her objective. I think he's really on her objective. Because she was hanging. Why would she still be hanging out in this area for that long?
Yeah.
If she was down there. She's annoyed that the guy's just sitting on that objective.
The guy back.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
That was nuts. I love the tension in this game.
10. No noise.
No noise.
Could be anywhere.
She's just moving around in that building, I bet.
Yeah?
Yep. She just moved one more space. She's getting in a different space.
Outside or inside?
Maybe she just moved away so we can't sweep her there. She maybe just moved back or something out of another space. I don't know.
No, I can't move in any spaces with their characters.
Yeah. We block spaces.
Yeah.
So she can't move into our space, but we can
to
move
go
into
around.
her space. So if we move in too tight on her and land on her, she doesn't have to tell us. And then she can move out of the space we're in and keep going on her merry way. And if she doesn't move too fast, she doesn't have to tell us.
I also don't have to move.
Yeah. She can move 0 spaces.
Yeah, like we could have moved into your space.
Yep. That's why I was saying the red, but you checked the red, didn't you? Just sweep it? Yeah, you swept
Yeah.
it. You swept
I
it.
mean, we could check all 6 of these spaces again.
But then you have someone actually take action if you do find her?
No, I don't think so. No. Well, it depends where it is.
Oh my god. So
Like-
we have yellow too. We have red, black, and yellow. All
Yeah.
can do some moving, sweeping, or moving and shooting.
This guy could move here
Okay.
and sweep 1, 2, 3. Right?
Sure.
This guy could sweep 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
I don't know.
But if you find her, who can actually come in and shoot her before she
Well,
moves to a different
that's why you
space?
hope that this guy finds within those 3. And then yellow can come down.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Red moved.
Red moves. Red's going to sweep this one, and this one.
No.
Okay.
No.
At some point, I think you got to make some just risks. But I don't know what those are. And remember,
Yeah,
we
I
have a
don't know.
black soldier still off the board doing nothing. So at some point, we need to get him in play, but I don't know. But he'll go adjacent to the officer there. I think you can put him in the building too. Keep
I
that in
don't want to
mind.
move this guy out to space, though. Right?
You want to move him off?
I don't want
Oh
to.
no, don't do
No.
him. No, I mean this guy. We have a guy that
Yeah,
can be
he-
deployed.
Deployed there, right?
But if you want to keep sweeping,
Actually, wait. Deploy goes to where the officer is,
Adjacent.
right?
adjacent to him,
Adjacent.
an officer, a soldier on a space matching adjacent to his officer. Yeah. So it can't be in the building. It has to be like the same type of terrain. Where is
So he
he?
has to
He's
go.
outside.
You can only go here.
Yeah. For now, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but then
we could use black to move the officer and then drop that guy, because we should probably get a soldier down here though at some point if you think she's going to get the objective, so that when she runs, there's a guy to block noise and fast movement.
Right,
And stuff.
but we could also just move.
You can wait on it.
You can move.
Yeah,
this
we
guy.
could deploy
can
him in the
throw him
same turn
building
and then
too.
move them. Right? It says you just can't do it after, right? Oh, before or after? Oh yeah. So deploying him is an action the soldier takes.
Oh,
So yeah, we couldn't do it on the same turn. You then want to,
yeah. He
spam him.
needs to be out.
but you want to put him there, or do you want to like maybe we move the officer inside and put the soldier inside? If you don't want to do stuff with this guy. Sweeping, what's sweeping do? You sweep here and here and here, and she says
I wouldn't
yes.
Sweep there. Yeah.
Then what? This guy can only do stuff, so then he goes what? He moves 1, 2,
Well, he
and
won't be
then
able to
can't
do it.
do anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All he can do is like try to block, but he's already kind of doing that. We can still move this guy like here or something.
I would move this guy.
okay.
Right. 1, 2, and then deploy this guy like here.
Okay. I'm just reminding you that that's there. Like we might want to do it later, and we're like, oh crap, he's not on the board.
Yellow.
What do we do with yellow?
No clue.
I like maybe moving either moving the officer back up here, but maybe not, because he might need to play coverage down here. But maybe moving like this guy more closer to this one, or out here to come down and help. And then this guy, I think he's okay kind of where he is, because he's kind of like blocking
he's a
some
good spot.
path.
Good spot.
So maybe just this guy going like 1 and then 2 for some help if we're still betting down
Yeah,
here.
Do that.
But he's still kind of in the middle. He's kind of covering where the black's not really helping there. And then the other yellow could sweep with one of these two, or we just move this guy like back into his zone for future, or we leave him here because he still can get into things, or we move him closer, or we move him back up here in the yellow. But we could just leave him. But then like one of these two guys we should do something with. Because right now we can't do intel in yellow with this guy out of his zone. That's the other. But yeah, this
Move him back, I think.
or should we sweep out here with this guy maybe, or sweep here again?
Yeah, maybe she's outside. These two. Oh, that's so hard.
Yes, let's just sweep here, here, and here. Are you there? Here,
Oh,
here,
no.
and here.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, sorry, you're falling asleep. I know it's
No,
we're
no.
taking way too long.
I
Go
wasn't
ahead,
sure if that was
take
your final answer.
Take your turn. This is crazy, crazy. So annoying. Like I need a noise. I need something.
Yeah, something.
We got a guy shot, so at least we got some info, but it's like killing me. I think you're right on the 9 objective. She's investing so much time there. Oh yeah, if she doesn't complete the objective this turn, and we move down and start our turn. Oh no, this turn
I have
and
2
next
more
turn.
turns,
2 more
yeah.
turns. Sorry, yeah. She has this turn, then we take 1 turn, and then it goes back to her. If she doesn't complete it by the end of next one, we win.
Okay.
So this guy's gonna die again right here. You're gonna
Probably.
see he's gonna get shot. Then she's gonna try to move on that space. But depending where she is, she might have to make some noise. And if she ends on that space, then we get her next turn. Yeah, I think we might have her. And she hopes the shot works. If these guys get shot down here, we know 9. We're like at 100% 9. Like I think we're already 100% 9, but yeah. Okay,
What's she?
I'm gonna stop talking because I'm giving her ideas probably. So this sniper killed one of ours. She's got to die.
Yeah.
Anyone's played Call of Duty Vanguard? I picture her as the redheaded sniper character from that Call of Duty, from last year's Call of Duty. That's what I picture. She was from like World War II, red hair. She's like a sniper in the campaign. Yeah, she's a badass. But yeah, that's what I'm picturing as Mel running around this little world, is that sniper character.
Okay.
No noise?
She did an objective?
Yeah, but I'll do it in the right order here. So I've moved. I've made noise. This
Oh,
guy
she
and this
took
guy and 6.
She just went for another objective. She gave up.
I don't know why you guys thought I had that so badly.
You still could, so don't say like you don't.
I'm just saying.
'Cause you still could.
This is where I am.
Now what? Now we're
Oh, so now we reset.
So now we
that.
reset. So she now has to get a second objective done before we get to the bottom again. So let's talk about what could have happened. Now we have some more known information. She is there. That is, she just did an objective. And that's the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
You said you moved,
I moved.
and then you did an objective.
Yep.
What's the other thing you can do? Play
Play
a
a
card,
card,
but
but
you
I
didn't
don't.
play a card.
Nope.
Okay. So she is there right now. So we could, with black, for example, move 1, 2, go on her space and shoot her. Okay? She gets a wound. Close to death. We catch her again, we win, or we delay her. Those are our options right now. But rewinding even further, if we still assume she came in on this white, which she probably did, she passed through red, which she could have started here and have yellow and black objectives. And instead of beelining for one of these objectives, because we had guys still sitting in there, maybe she didn't want to go for those, she decided to go through red to sneak around to black. That's a very long way to go. She took a very long time to get there, right? But she probably didn't want to go through the middle to do it. But I still think she probably had a red objective, started in white, maybe was going to try to go for red, and then bailed and went there. But maybe she went so slow, and as soon as we moved that guy to the train car, we gave her the opportunity. I bet you she had black the whole time, also had red, and was hoping to do red and then go for black. But because we delayed her so long, she eventually shot this guy to distract us, and then that made us move guys, and then she booted it. But we started moving guys like when we thought she might be up here.
Yeah.
But if you left that guy there, she would have probably not gone for that one because it would have taken so long. Otherwise, she would have made noise and we would have been alerted.
You can take the train tracks. It's kind of
Yeah, I know.
one.
No, but yeah, it says.
One.
But how many turns ago did she shoot that guy? Only like 3 turns ago or something, right?
Yeah.
But either way, right now, I think we have to use black to shoot her. Like that's our only option, right?
Yep.
So move whichever guy 2 spaces, your choice. No, it matters. You might want to move like the
Wow.
officer for redeployment or.
Well, you can't get there.
Oh, I can't see. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yep, go ahead, go
This
ahead.
guy. 1, 2.
Yep, and then you shoot, right?
Yep.
Okay, so right, you shot, you're there,
Yep.
you took a wound. Okay, they're in the same space. Okay, so here's the thing though, we took the shot. So it's like, I think we need to do it, but I mean, there's a play where we didn't do it and you just go to try to block her because now she can leave that space, right? She can take off because we made room for her to go. That's the only other problem, but we have other soldiers nearby. Good thing we didn't move this guy away. So if we think she's coming back to red, we need to like now lock off this to because she'll come back out the door, or she'll go this long way around, or she's going to go to yellow. So it's one of those 3 spots we know she has objectives, right? We know black's out now, so it's either red or yellow. Okay, that's where her other number is. It's either, but again, if we think she was up here in white, I think she would have gone for this one already.
Yeah.
So it's either 3, 4, or it's 5 or 9, which
Wow.
I bet you it's still probably 9.
We can do all our moves now, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, we have red to use
Well,
and
I mean,
yellow to
so
use.
yellow can just
Yeah, go
over
ahead.
here and block this
Yeah.
door,
Go ahead, yeah.
right?
Yep. Or
Um,
could the, what's going the officer do?
Go up for this
You want
door?
to do that one? Yeah, sure.
Do the inside or outside?
Either or, she can't go through you. So she has to shoot him or go a different way. But you're forcing her, right? So
Yeah,
if you
this
block this, you block this, and she all of a sudden doesn't make noise or makes noise on that guy, she ran out the other door. So at least we have some info, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's what you're doing, leaving him outside?
I think so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The only thing is if he wanted to sweep, he can't sweep inside. What else could he not that matters? I think it's fine though. Okay, and now red. What do we want to do with red? Nothing really happened there.
Yeah, like should this
You
guy-
could dismiss. So if we think she's not coming down here, you could like dismiss this guy off the board, and then like redeploy him beside this guy. You know, things like that, for example. So start thinking for the future.
Yeah.
So we know she's gonna get out of black. Black, she's done with
Yeah,
black.
like, I think this guy should go
Yeah. Okay.
there. And probably move this guy.
Like here, maybe.
Yeah, in front of the door. Yeah.
Because she's either going out of that building to go to yellow, or she's going out of that building to go back to red.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be ready for both. And wherever she shoots or makes noise, that's where we need to be ready. And you have to have some backup and sweeps and shots and all that stuff. And remember, we can always do intel too in a couple turns and find out which one of those colors she's in. But we can only do that if the officer is in the matching
Yeah.
color.
Yep.
So that yellow guy might need to get back in yellow soon, right? But he can move first, then and then next turn do intel. So we got to think like ahead. Mel, go ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do your thing.
Yeah. Stop listening to us.
Yeah, Polina Petrova. Yes, Snez, that's who it is. Yeah, I couldn't remember her name. I'm bad with names. Yeah, badass the Russian. Polina Petrova.
There's just one card left.
No, I have 2.
Oh, you get to drop.
Nope.
How'd you get the
Matthew,
second
buy
card?
cassettes.
I start with 3. I played one
Oh,
only.
you start with 3.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
I'm playing a card to start.
Oh.
Oh no. You trench gun people in your same space?
Book is there.
Wait,
But
you
I'm
can
not
show
playing.
us.
I'm not playing that. I'm
Okay.
playing a distraction. Move an enemy up to 2 spaces.
Oh,
They
yeah.
must be within line of sight when they end their movement. No.
Yeah, think about it first before you start giving us info.
Yeah. Nope. He's gonna go here. No.
Stop, Mel. Just next one's your final, but don't do it until you're locked in. Sit there for a minute. Look at your board if you have to, so we're not seeing you look at the board. Hey, Ivan, did you hear someone in the warehouse? What was the objective? Can you pass the card? You're the one you did? What did you just do in our warehouse? You just destroyed our fuel reserves? How are we going to drive our tanks in and destroy your villages if we can't fuel them? Damn it. The CD is cheaper than the cassette. Imagine that. Yeah, because CDs are way cheaper to manufacture, man. We know this. That's why they moved to CDs. And they started charging more. That was the biggest scam. The music industry is the biggest scam ever. CDs were hugely cheaper to produce. That's why so many video game manufacturers went to consoles running off disc. It was so cheap to make. But as soon as they did that, they raised the price of video games. They raised the price of music. Even though it was cheaper to produce, they tricked us into thinking it was something more advanced and we should be charged a premium instead of handing down those savings to the consumer. So hence piracy. And that's what piracy stems from, is people realizing how they're being scammed. So when I pirate things, I don't feel bad. I'm sorry, anyone who's in those industries and you can't feed your family, but blame the guys in the suits upstairs. There you go. There's my rant for today. And that's why. So of course CDs should be cheaper because yeah, but you're probably buying a bootleg and you don't even know it, so that's why it's cheaper. But yeah.
Okay, this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Final answer.
Hold him in. He was out.
Well, I can't say why, but
No, I know what's happening. She is now going to try to go out this door.
Yeah, yeah.
She's going back to red. We know red.
Made the quicker
Yep.
exit. Yeah.
Yep. We know what's happening.
No, but
No, you don't say anything. We're just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Ivan, we're having conversation in the warehouse.
Isn't Ivan like a Russian name? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're German.
Yeah.
I forgot.
German.
Wrong setting. What are German names? I gotta think of some.
Schultz.
Schultz? I don't know a German accent. I'm not even gonna try. I don't want to offend some people. I'm so sorry.
okay. Noise was made here.
Oh, really?
Oh man.
So the start of Mel's, I think the start of that turn, you take him off the board, right?
I mean, unless you wanted to
No,
stay
that's
there
fine.
until next turn.
Yeah, so the start of Mel's turn, she can choose to take her sniper guy off the board. Or if we all agree, she can leave it on the board to remind us where she was. But I think we all know. Because she did an objective right here, right?
Yep.
So this is her last known. She made noise from this guy. How did she make noise? She moved 2 or 3 spaces.
Oh, sorry, this guy too. Sorry. Obviously.
Oh, she felt good. Hans and Franz. Hans and Franz. Hey, Hans. You see the game last night? Oh, you know what? I picture the accent from the best Christmas movie ever. What is it called again? Nakatomi Plaza. Die Hard. Those guys are Russian, right? Not German. Or is he German? No, he's Austrian. Isn't that guy named Hans, the bad guy from that movie? I don't know. I'm so bad. I am offending so many people, I'm sure. Showing my ignorance. I know it's just probably an actor.
Yeah, Han's going to come in the chat and be mad.
Yeah. But, yeah, he is. Is he Austrian? But is the actor really that? Because always the actors, you find the bad guy who like plays a Russian or plays a German. It's like he's an Australian.
Yeah,
like he's a Canadian. Like Hans Gruber. Hans, we will pump you. Okay. All right. What are all the dislikes for? Huh? All right. Anyways. So we know she moved probably 3 spaces. She's booting it, right? And she made noise by this guy and this guy because she went in an adjacent space. 1, 2, and Kid can go here. So she's here or here.
Or she went the other way.
Tell me more.
Well, she could have gone this way. Like 1.
No,
2.
no, she can't get by those guys without killing them.
All right. Oh, I see. That's fine.
So 100%, she went out this door. 1, 2, she could have been there, or 3, 3, 3, or 1, 2. Yeah, that's it. It's one of these 3 spaces, unless I'm crazy. Because even she couldn't use 2 points to get, or she's 2, so she's one of these 4 spaces. Hey, buddy, did you see her? Lassie, did you see anyone run by this way? So based on that info, we can assume, since she didn't, okay, here's what I can deduce. And help me out here because I can't really reach. But basically, if she could have thrown that rock and moved, I think almost anyone in there, she could have moved anyone in there any direction.
They just have to be in line of sight.
Yeah, like where you threw the
end.
rock.
Yeah.
So you could have thrown the rock in this space and moved like, oh no, that guy wouldn't reach, right? It's 2 spaces?
2 spaces, yeah.
So you couldn't, you could pull like this guy out of the way, but she then has this backup. So she didn't want to go that way.
The closest exit to leave, I think. That was the logic.
You think so?
You think she wanted to leave?
So you think she still might have an objective in yellow? Or you think she chose that door because she's going back to red? Or is she just booting it and she's going to go right by the dog and run up to her next objective and we're screwed?
But the dog would tell us, right?
But the dog can't do anything about it.
It would tell us.
Yeah, but then she's behind us. So should we fall back and cover yellow? Should we try to grab her here? She's probably in one of these spaces. So if she's here, 100% objective in yellow.
Well,
if she's here or here, 100% objective
I don't
in red.
think she'd go here because then she knows that like this guy.
Well, let's find out. This is what I'm saying. So how can we do this? This is what I want to know.
This guy or this guy can go here.
And shoot? Or do you want him to sweep? Can this guy run out and then shoot? 1, 2? No. This is the problem. She has to be in a spot where we probably can't shoot her unless we just guess.
Well, yeah, no, he could shoot.
Can he? But
Why not?
only in the space he's in.
Yeah. So we
choose the
I'm
stupid
saying
Jaeger.
we could put him here. We could put him here. We could put one of these red guys here. So we could shoot potentially. Well, and this guy could move up 1, 2.
Okay, here's what I think. We
They're all
should
different
probably
colors.
block. We should probably put a guy here to block so she has to shoot. And then she would move past him and then let us know she went that
We
way,
want to
obviously.
take a guess. We can take it. We
Yes.
we could shoot this one, and this one right now because 3 different colors. Use both actions for each one.
The only one we'd miss is this one.
Yeah.
But if she is in this one, then she's going the long way and she's coming down this way. And we got to make sure we don't.
Well, we would keep this guy and use this guy.
I'm down. If she is not here, she is not going yellow. That's my guess. And then we can rule that
So you
out.
think?
However you want to do that. If you shoot there, you spot there, or you sweep there.
Oh, he has to come over here. Oh, we can't shoot that one.
No, but listen, you could also come out here and then just spot. If she's not there, we know she's not there. That's great.
Why don't you just shoot though?
You can only shoot his space, so you have to assume she's sitting there,
Yeah,
right?
this guy can go.
Oh, yeah, that guy
Just-
too.
Yeah, they're all different colors.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I thought we could shoot this one, but we can't. We can only shoot this one.
You
Mitchie,
can
no,
shoot
you're
this
right.
one.
I don't have to move.
How? Oh, with that guy.
Yeah, she could
1,
still be
2.
sitting in here, but I don't think she would have wasted the like rock and then the making noise and all that. She obviously moved. So this guy can go 1, 2 and shoot in
Shoot
here.
there. Yeah.
You want to do that?
Why not?
I don't know, because it might be a wasted shot if we can sweep first. But then again, sweeping just tells us she's in one of the spaces.
We're so close.
Okay, let's do it.
She's all.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
I'm down. 1, 2, shoot.
No.
Probably not going yellow, or she's just sitting here right outside the door.
Which we can bring.
So she's in 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, this one's the problem.
Unless she stayed in the damn room, but that doesn't make sense because she would have to move for 2, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, this guy wouldn't have been. This guy was aware of the noise.
So she's in one of these 2 is my guess. I bet she's here or she's here. I bet she's going to be more sneaky about it because she has lots of turns. I bet she's sitting right here.
What do you think? She moved just right here.
No, she didn't because she wouldn't have made noise. She would have had to move 2 to do that.
So I say move the black one and shoot in this spot.
I don't think she's there though.
You think she's here?
Yeah,
Do you
or
wanna-
here. One of these 2, but I would bet here.
Do you want to do a spot then?
Yeah, we could do that. But
And then a shot. Or you could just do a sweep and just do this one. Well, then.
hold on.
Or just spot this one
Hold on, let's think.
because we can't
Where's
get
that guy?
anyone
Put him
here.
back here, put him back here.
We can't get anyone here. But if he went here and then spotted here, then you could save this guy from going there. Or you could just bring him up there because you know she's there.
We could.
we already did red.
Oh
We already
yeah,
did red.
frig.
That's the problem.
But at least I think we've ruled out yellow is probably not her objective, unless she's gonna go like far way around or something. She still could go this way, like out back. She still could be here going for yellow or going for red.
Yeah, so this yellow guy come here.
But I would think if she was gonna make noise on this guy anyway, she probably would have gone out here because then we would think like, oh, she made noise leaving his spot. But
I guess bring this guy out here, just in case that scenario happens, and then bring that black guy there.
damn.
We have an opportunity with yellow and black. It's hard.
She could be anywhere. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You think?
Sucks. I wish now, like the red, I'm like, damn, I want to go here. But then, like, I bet she's here because none of us can reach there and shoot there. And she doesn't want to die.
Maybe
So
you shouldn't do the
I would
math.
I bet money
You
she's
shouldn't-
sitting right here.
You shouldn't do the math.
No, she did. She's going to use her movement points, man. She doesn't want to waste time. She needs to get to her next objective. Whether it's all the way up here or back over here where she's got to do sneaking around. She's got to do shooting. She's got like many turns, man.
This guy moved and shot here. right?
Yes,
As
red's
a
done.
Wild card.
So she was in one of those 2 spaces, maybe even this space, but
Well, I mean, we could. That guy needs to come out, I think.
sure.
It's just what's he going to do? He's going to spot here or he's going to spot there?
I would spot here.
Okay, spot there.
Spot there. Mel, are you here? Yes, I knew it. See? I'm there. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in.
You don't think I can math that out that you can't get me? Which is why I couldn't move this guy, because any other, if I move this,
No. Talk about the end of the game. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I was just,
She's biting her tongue. You're like
Yeah.
talking. She's like, you call me stupid, I'll kill you. So Kyle's not coming over to play board games anymore,
No.
everybody. We're
That was-
sorry about that.
That's part of the strategy. Aggravate so that she reveals.
Yeah.
not only revealed because he made me, but
Did you put a noise token in your bag?
I didn't.
Yes.
We still have yellow.
So she has to go that way. She's
Yeah.
getting away from us, but it still could be to go to yellow. So we got to keep that in
That's why I'm
mind.
thinking bring this guy out.
Okay, I'm down.
1.
Could go through the train cars, but she would still have to noise that guy unless she goes so slow and careful. But she could go farther around. But again, we can move him next round. So how could you move? 1. Make noise. Or 1. She wouldn't make noise, but then we could go in and try to get her.
Yeah, what do we do with the last one? We move the officer back.
Remember, he's got the dog ability too. So, like,
Oh.
if we can still wait on that, but
Well, he can go like here.
could put a dog
Yeah,
in that
good.
space to cover that like
Yeah.
entry.
Yeah.
But then by the time she's gone by the dog and dropped this on here, we've lost.
I
So
know.
we gotta we gotta fall back. So I think the dog has to actually be put up. Like, see that black entry space?
Yeah.
I bet the dog in that space would be pretty tight. Can we? That's as far as you can get him, right?
Right now.
Yeah,
but
okay,
We know
okay.
she can't. But
Yeah,
she
yeah,
won't
yeah,
be able to
okay.
get there next turn.
But again, if she's coming over here, that's all the wastes and whatever. But I mean, we got to bet on both sides. So that was him. We're done. Go ahead, Mel.
I'm gonna bet on yellow. Yellow.
You're betting yellow. I'm betting red.
I'm gonna shoot first.
Ask questions later.
Oh no. Who's dying?
I am gonna pull.
You or you?
Oh, yeah, you can take him off the board, right? Start your turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull.
Oh, shoot. What are you doing?
I'm
How many
thinking how many
tokens she's
tokens.
pulling?
Sorry.
Oh, I see.
She's thinking about how far away he is, how many successes she needs. We just messed up her bag a little bit. So she's more likely, she's going to pass it to you to shake it up, Kyle, for
Oh,
her
yeah, you
first.
can if you want.
Yeah. So, because she hides, when we play our other
They're all
games,
still in here?
yeah, when we play Arkham Horror, there's a false thing in the bag where she like pulls the good tokens out of it. I pull the bad ones out. I don't know how it works, but
All right.
yeah, just be careful. That's a different bag that came with the game. I double checked it before we played. She's not using one of her fake bags. I put those over here. Just joking.
I'm gonna pull 5 tokens.
5. You don't want that guy.
Okay, one at a
Yellow
time.
guy.
This is great. I love this.
The yellow
Lay them all
guy.
below the board there.
Can I see that? Oh yeah,
Wait,
1,
can she shoot over this?
Just let her do her thing. Because if she misses, she doesn't have to say who she's shooting at.
2,
I know, but she can shoot over this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably. Okay.
3,
Oh.
I'm just thinking.
Just wait. Don't say
4,
So that's nothing? Those cancel
Hold
out?
on.
5.
Oh,
Successful hit.
Yeah, she's going yellow. Or she's tricking us.
yeah.
She's killing him to make us think she's going that way.
That's
And then
going
she's
in.
really going this way. She wants this guy's to leave. That's let me guess.
You can shake it up again if you want.
That's right.
Okay. How do I?
Oh,
I put one out there, but you have to.
so she's cheating.
One of them's not dry erase though.
Well.
I bet.
Oh yeah. No, that's fine. I don't know.
Can I see that pen there?
I don't know where that one came from.
Well,
Yeah, this is a permanent one.
I don't think I've used that one.
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah, you would've- it's a fine tip.
Yeah, but yeah, really thin.
Okay. What is this?
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
So the shot was an
Oh,
action?
you killed
That
a
was an
soldier.
action.
You need to put.
I put one in.
Oh, you put an extra hit in the bag?
Yeah.
Damn.
So shot was her one action, and then she can do.
She can move or play a card. Or play a card. Yeah. Don't say anything. So give her ideas.
I'm not, I'm just counting.
Yeah, I'm just looking like this so you guys can't see my eyes.
And if she does move 2 to 3 spaces, she has to let us know she alerted this guy because she left beside him. Because she was adjacent at the start or end of her turn. So then we'll have some numbers ideas. And if she's going to move, she'll probably do the max, but maybe not. I don't know.
Okay. This guy heard noise.
Okay. Here's the thing. Now that she's locked it in,
It's only 3, or is it 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
Okay.
Here's the thing though. Going into here costs 2 movement points,
Yeah.
but that's still only 1 space. So she had to move further than that to move at least 2 spaces. It's not 2 points of movement. It's 2 or 3 spaces moved.
So 1, 2, 3.
If she went that way,
1,
or she maybe went through the train car because the train car's
3.
quicker
1.
because it's longer, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Could have gone through the train car again.
Yeah. 1, 2. Here.
Yeah. Or through the difficult terrain.
I didn't alert this
She
guy,
can't go
just
through our
FYI.
space. She can't go through us. She can't, we're blocking. 1, 2, 3. She could be there.
But that would have alerted this guy?
Oh yes.
Yep.
Ah, look at us figuring the game out in halfway or over halfway through.
That was Mel's help.
But she could be anyone's in between that too. You know what I
You
mean?
could 3.
She could have moved only 2 though.
You would have triggered it too?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, these are the
She could be sitting in here.
those are the max.
No, she can't be in here. She could be one over here if she went through the difficult.
I
But
think-
that's dumb. I don't think she would have done that. She would still be in the same space.
Well, she could have been there. She could be there. Right?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Nope.
Why not?
Because this guy.
Yep. He's adjacent. So she's
Yeah.
not this way.
I think it's these are the max spots.
So here's what you can do. We can either check red or check black,
Oh my god.
the whole sector.
That's such a waste.
No, it's not. Or we wait one more turn and do it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I would
if-
wait another turn.
Yeah. And if you wait another turn and she's in one of the colors, then you know maybe she's going one way or the others. You know, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe she knows that and she's going to wait 2 turns before
But I mean,
going, you know?
you could. This officer can come down.
Yeah, so she doesn't go through the building.
No. I'm just thinking like this guy can come down 1, 2.
I say he still does his dog thing.
Then he could do. Yeah, I guess. Well, he could even just do a
Sweep?
sweep here. Well, but that would only tell one spot.
Yeah.
Where's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right, we do have a yellow guy still off the board that we can redeploy beside. Oh, but do you think he has to be in a
Yeah, he does.
spot? Yeah. We
Hmm.
can't put that yellow guy out until that officer is back in yellow. But again, we don't even know if she's going for yellow, so you don't really want to.
I think the officer should do the dog, but just where?
Either, if you think she's going up here, we could start falling back.
Like this spot.
But
Yeah,
that
right.
spot literally blocks all that way, but she
Yeah.
could go through the building too, right? Because can't she go by this guy like out
Yeah,
here?
but this guy has a chance now to move up. Because
Yep,
there's
true.
no way she made
Yes,
it in.
bingo.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so you want
do-
black to move
hold
up?
on. So this guy's moving. like,
Okay, he moves.
1.
And then the one action dropped another dog. Go, dogs are done.
That's an action? I thought
No,
it was
not an action, sorry.
Token.
Token, yeah,
Token.
sorry. It's, yeah, once per game. Twice per game, sorry.
And then this guy will just move up here.
Okay, the
For 1.
black one, okay. What if she's here?
No, she won't. What, this spot?
Yeah,
Yeah, what if?
yeah. Red go down and shoot? Do we go that crazy?
Just go and shoot?
Can he not move 2 and get there
Yeah,
and
he
shoot?
can move and shoot.
Is that crazy or not?
Yeah.
Or if she is there,
It's kind of crazy. We need.
well, if she's here, we still block her. If she's in the train car, though, we just opened up a way for her to
Yeah,
go
that's
through,
true.
right?
But then yellow still has one more movement, so he can just go here. Right.
Can he? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's up to you, man. You want to do that? You
Well,
want-
I would say do this and see what happens.
Okay,
and
move.
then- yeah, so 1, 2,
shoot.
No.
not there. So now I would move this guy here
Okay,
to cover that off. But
Sure.
yellow done. And we got black.
one more black action. So if she moved to not to here, she could be here. She could be here, right? Because she could have went 1, 2, 3.
No, because of this guy.
Oh yeah, sorry, not that guy. Yeah. But she could be here. No, she can't. That's only 2 points. I hate this game. I'm just.
Well, but 2 triggers the thing, right? Why couldn't she be here?
Not 2 movement points, 2 spaces triggers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, she could be here.
Yeah.
Or here, right? That was 2.
Yep. So do you want like we gotta figure out which way we think and kind of move some guys in that direction or to help block, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So what?
This guy can go. Oh, yeah, he can't do.
But if this dog's watching here, this guy's here, like, can this guy get in a better spot?
Yeah, this guy
somewhere?
should definitely move. I just don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like,
yeah,
does he
like,
fall back
can
this way or
move
does he?
there? Or does he move here?
Or does he chase? If you think she's going the way she shot, does he just start like 1-2 and start going that way or like being ready to go that way?
Yeah, I think down here is probably best. 'cause
Okay,
then
done.
he can
I'm
go
good.
either way.
Yep. We still have this read, move 1 to an empty space too, if you
Yeah.
think. All right, Mel, go ahead. No, Snez, there is another side to this board that's a completely different map. And that has a few additional rules to it, some elevated space on obstacles. And then there's an expansion, I think, that adds other cards and maps and things too. Eagle's Nest, it's called. So no. And again, playing even on the same map, again, she gets random objectives, enters at a different spot, picks different ability cards for loadout. Based on our behavior, does different things like looting and stuff. We could choose different actions. So yeah, there's a lot even on the same board where it can be changed up based on which objectives are chosen. Or
Can you read these for me? Sorry, I
Medic.
don't want to give away which one I need to know.
Yeah. So medic, when the sniper shoots a soldier in this squad, you may immediately use this action to keep them alive. They remain on the board. This ability does not protect against mines.
Okay.
Kennel Master, basically
Oh, just the dogs, yeah.
the dogs, yeah. If you move through, you get alert.
But only if I move in?
Into, out of, or through.
Okay.
But adjacent to them, no dice.
Okay.
Okay. And then scouting is move a soldier from this officer's squad to any empty space. This chosen soldier must already be on the board, and they cannot take an action this turn either before or after being moved.
I think we need to use the medic.
No, okay.
No, don't answer, Mel. Don't say anything. I bet it's one of these though, because she had us confirm this and then listen very attentively to that.
Yeah.
But maybe she's thinking of shooting these guys. Maybe she is right in front of this guy. She's like, I want to shoot him. But then we're like, haha, he's alive. She's like, crap, I can't get by there. But she can, because she can still go through here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's adjacent.
Yep.
But maybe she's trying to trick us. Maybe she's all the way over there now. And she's like, I want to shoot this guy to make you guys think I'm going this way now.
Yeah.
She shot the yellow guy, and we're like not biting fully that way.
But then she can pull an excessive amount of tokens, even though she doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Right?
I know. There's so many mind games with this. I love
Like
it.
1 space away, but I'll pull 4.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my God. I can't wait to talk about it when we see your map
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
I cannot wait to hear. Yeah. I just picture like we're like a defensive line in football and like she's like doing this little juke and like one wrong slip and she's through. But
Yep.
if we're slow and careful and we stick to the plan and we pay attention
Yeah.
and don't, goof up, she won't sneak through the line, But she only has 1 card left too, so I don't know what it is, but she's limited on options unless she goes and loots. But I don't know if she got the time for such things. And if she loots, then we know she's on a numbered space.
Okay.
Who'd you noise?
No noise.
What?
Who'd you think about shooting? I'm just joking.
Yeah.
No, I just needed to know what they did.
No noise.
For future, not for this
No
turn.
noise.
Yeah, sure.
I think we should utilize the black search thing. Whatever it's called. Intel.
Yeah, so if she gives herself
Yeah.
away where she is, then we can jump and get her, but not really right away. But we could jump on the objective or something that we think she's going to.
I think we should see if she's on black still.
I think no matter what she would be, yeah, because we've already determined she couldn't have gone here because of noise or here. Could she? She couldn't have gone to that guy's space,
Well,
right?
if she moved 1
No. Oh, right now.
right now, I don't know. She could be on
I see what you're saying.
or like I don't know. Yeah, well, assuming she was in these spots previously, then where's she going? She's just gonna kill some time, maybe. Maybe she still is on black. Just
She either shot that guy to either go. She wanted to go through the building. She didn't want to go all the way around him. She didn't want to waste time, so she wanted to shoot him to either go through the building or directly past him and not go around, or she shot him to make us think she wanted to go that way, and really she wants to go this way because we're still locked down over here. And she was like, I need to get him out of there. So if I shoot that way, they're gonna think I'm going to yellow. But here's the thing: if she started all over, let's rewind all the way to the back. If she started here, why did she not just go to yellow
yeah.
and then to black to do her objective, right? I think red is her objective and she needs to go there. So let's not put too much over there. But like you said, do we check one of them now or do we wait another turn to check? Like if you want to know, like how does that help us, right? Like
I don't know.
if you find she's still in black, then what? She just hasn't left. Is she
Well-
still going yellow? Is she going red? Who knows?
Yeah, because this guy was here. He wouldn't have done like a zoom past. He would have been alerted unless she moved one of these guys.
Remember, if she's going red, she doesn't have much time to dink around and go that way,
Yeah.
right? And if she's going yellow, she needs
move
to
1, yeah, which is why we could just search with this guy. Sweep,
sweep.
right?
Yeah, I'm down if you want. You don't want to move him first? You're okay with him sweeping where he is?
I think he's in a good spot.
I'm down, Kyle, whatever, man. I like what you're thinking. Yeah, because if she went by him, she only moved 1 space.
Yeah, which means she's beside him or...
Yeah, she like came out of the train car and she's like right here. She couldn't have come out and then moved over here because she would have alerted some guys. She couldn't go this way. So yeah, you want to just sweep with him? Just pick a couple of spaces in his own?
Yeah, like these 2 and this one.
Yes.
Oh, she is going red. She's not going yellow 100%, unless she's going up the middle.
So I guess she could have moved on his spot or no?
No,
Okay.
she can't go in his
So
space.
It's that one or that one.
Yes, so she either went through the train car to here, or she went down the bottom and she's trying to go that way.
Use the more
Dude,
confirming.
9 is her freaking objective.
Yeah, of
for
course, of
sure.
course.
For sure.
So now that we've
Or
done
5,
that,
and we should get this guy to cover and help get him some help. Because if he gets shot and he's the only last line of defense, we're in trouble.
so she has 1 health left. So we shoot her, she's dead.
Yeah.
So like, do we just move this guy in and shoot?
But if that's not the right space, then what?
Then this guy moves in here and shoots.
Yeah, you win either way.
Go. Either way.
Okay,
Do it.
This one.
Yellow, shoot.
Yep.
Oh! Kyle's the best player at this game I've ever
He
seen.
did it.
Wow, sniper's dead.
Yeah, it was 9. That's
Was
It
not-
was
Nine.
not.
Oh,
It was not. Kyle, yes. Kyle knew. Kyle knew.
Oh.
How did you know? You're crazy.
I guessed.
Oh, the way Kyle picks red, and I'm like, red? Sure, whatever you want, new
Oh,
guy.
I just got a
Pick
feeling
whatever.
for red.
And it's
yeah.
like, she's in red. I'm like,
yeah,
then I'm like, Kyle
that's
knows.
my board.
Oh, she did go
Hold on.
around.
Okay, so
So I
walk us
did-
through a little, Mel.
So
Walk
I
us through.
did come in here, and
Yeah,
I
so
did
you were
stop
at that.
here because
You
I
waited a bit.
waited 1 turn because I figure if they try to figure out where I am,
Then we won't
they
find
wouldn't
you.
know. But I did have a thought about going. My initial thought was maybe I go to yellow to totally trick you, so you guys pull all up here.
Yes,
And
that
then,
would have been good.
but I was like, I didn't assume you were going to spot or gather intel in all the
yeah,
sectors.
yeah. I didn't
on
really
the same
want
one.
to, but then I was like,
But I was like,
she never went in there.
no,
all
and
those
I
sweet
shot
shot
from here.
outside.
I
Yeah,
shot from here.
all those sweeps in there. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But I like was here waiting because you had a guy sitting right here, and
Yeah,
I was like, okay,
yeah.
well maybe you'll think that something else. Like the way you guys were talking, like if I just hang out here for a minute, maybe I have time.
Yeah.
Then I used my quick card to get down to here. Then I had to like slowly go through. Then I shot and moved up here, and then I was free to just kind of run
so
up
you
here.
used
But
the
I
shot as
panicked-
a confusion tactic.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to go for that objective, you're like, nah.
But then I knew I would have been surrounded. I don't think I would have gotten out of there.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm
yeah,
like,
that
if I
makes
go up
sense.
here, there was less people. However, the turn before, so I'm sitting right here going, I can go 1, 2, 3 and get in, right?
Yeah.
Or no, I was on this one. That same turn, you guys moved this guy and deployed right here, or whatever you did, moved him here and deployed right here, right beside. So I was like, oh man, had you not done that, I would have been able to go in
Yeah, and just do
then
it.
sit there and then wait. But I didn't have enough turns to then slow in.
Yeah, so you
and-
got caught
So I
and
got
shot.
caught in
Yeah.
there, and then I got shot. Then when I wanted to come out this door to totally confuse you, make you think that
Yeah, your
I was
mistake
going
when you
up
grab
here.
those guys and started moving them, like, okay, I think that means she wants to try to go north. But then I'm like, man, that's why I told you, please stop doing that.
I know,
Because
but
you're either A, you're giving us information that maybe could be BS. And you, so like now
No,
we're-
I did want to
yeah.
move him, but then I was like, anywhere I moved him, he could move and shoot me back.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I'll move him down here. And then I was like, oh, no, he can move too. Because then I was like, I'll
That's why
go
you were
1,
doing
2,
that.
3.
Okay.
And then I'll
Okay.
move him. And then, no, he can just move in and shoot me.
Gotcha.
So there was nothing I could
that's
do.
what you should have went on your board, just like kind of counting, like if he's
I
here,
know,
can he
I know.
reach? Yeah, like
I realized
not on the
after
main board.
but I really, I thought I'd counted it out.
I think we had
And
it
then I
covered
was like, I'll
anyway.
come out
I know.
here.
The yellow officer was
Yeah.
up top.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah,
kinda-
that yellow officer being outside that
Yeah.
door, that was freaking
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
And then
That's
I wanted to use the gun, but there was no way because this guy was here that he would have been able to come in and shoot me. I was going to, because I had the Tommy gun or the trench gun.
Oh,
So I was like, if I'm here, I can shoot the guy that's here and here, but then there's a guy here and here.
oh.
So I'm like, there's nothing here on the door,
Yeah,
but this guy could come in and get me. So like, there's no way that I could do that. I had to come out this door. So then I was like, the only spot I could then safely get is here. Then the only thing I can do is shoot the guy down the row,
Yeah,
hoping that
yeah.
it tricks you, and then go around. And then I got to here and was like, oh, then I did ask, stupid me, I should have just picked up the cards and read them, but I wanted to see if you could bring back the guy with I couldn't
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
what
you cared
took.
about the medic when you're
Yeah,
asking?
and I'm like,
oh,
oh.
you had me fooled. I thought you really cared about this one and this
No,
one.
but I'm like, I can use my gun right here, kill both of these guys that are sitting here, and then I can run.
But then one of them
Oh,
stays
would've
there.
came
But then he
and
stays there, and then he
noise
gets
happens, and we
yeah,
know you went by him.
exactly. So then I was like, oh, I'm screwed at this point. So
Matthew with the super chat says, sorry, Mel. I am now hashtag Team Kyle.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I did debate
good.
coming in yellow,
Matthew changes teams.
but
I mean, going
like coming
straight?
in this way and then just like hooking through this way to get to this objective. But
Huh.
yellow is such a big area that I wanted to still have it open that you could think I was there.
Okay.
Mm,
So that's why I was like, oh, if I go here and then you guys think I'm in red, but I probably should have right from the beginning came in and went in red. So you guys thought I started in red. That would have probably been
Yeah,
the
that
better
could,
play.
that could
Yeah,
Because
work.
that
had I
would-
done
yeah,
that,
'cause
you
we
guys
did
would have
the-
thought I started
Yeah.
there.
Not
So-
necessarily.
but then once you guys
we
started
would've still
doing the
thought
math
one or
on,
the
like-
other. Yeah.
On like, oh, after like 6, but staying here maybe was the misplay. Or I should have went into yellow, making you think I started in yellow. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because you could have beamed. Right. Yeah, I said that
Yeah.
too. I was like, maybe
Yeah, I
she
could have been
should-
right here and waited here and then like
Huh.
hooked down like that. Which also would have been shorter movement. But I wasn't sure what you guys were going to do with like, especially this guy
So
and
yeah,
this guy.
if you did that first turn, go into yellow, and then we sweeped, we
Yeah.
would have found you in yellow. That's great. We would have been like, oh man, she either went in here and ran in, or she
Or
came
down
in there,
there,
or
yeah.
came in black maybe.
No, I
No,
wouldn't have had enough movement to get into yellow
Oh,
on first
okay.
turn
uh,
because you swept right away.
1, 2, 3. I
Oh,
think you
1, 2
can.
Oh, I guess I
Yeah,
guess I
because one
could.
giant spot.
Yeah, they're
But
big
I was like,
giant
I
spots.
didn't want to eliminate
Yeah.
yellow with it being so big.
But if you went in yellow at the start, and then we start focusing on that, then you fall back and do what you exactly did. Like we would have not been in these spots. You would have pounded 9 and like slapped the card down, and we'd have been like not even near it.
Yeah. And then when you
yeah.
started focusing on 5, I was like, oh, that might be perfect for me. And that's when I was kind of like in this area. And I'm like, I'll see what happens.
I know
but
I was
then-
close to convincing Kyle here, and I thought this is where she probably is. But then I was like, as soon as he was thinking about moving guys, I was like, no, wait, you're probably still right. I shouldn't listen. Like, I'll listen to you. Like, do not give up on this. But like, I'm just letting you know this is possible.
Yeah.
Just if I did this, like when I killed that guy, I could have gone in here and stopped on here and done my
That's what I
objective the
thought.
next turn.
Yeah.
But I thought that
But we would have shot you.
there would have been too much to get through. Like
Yes.
you guys would have made a defensive
Because
wall
black
right
was
here.
your other one. Yeah.
So no matter, there's nowhere I could go. So I'm like, if
Well,
I
you
go,
could have maybe gone back out and up.
no, but you had guys that were like all in here that you just would have pulled out to block all the spaces
maybe,
or like
maybe not.
made it harder. So
Hmm.
I don't know, but I knew I was in trouble once I got into this space here, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. I did honestly think about going all the way around, but I was like, I don't think I have enough time. No, and then once you were talking about putting the dog,
Yeah.
and I was like, then I was worried like all the guys that were in here are just gonna come out here, and then I was like, oh, maybe I can hook back through the thing, but I didn't think I had enough time.
But yeah, then you run out of time. That's what I was hoping. We just kept like blocking you and making you waste time and shooting. And
Like,
my God. Okay, Kyle. I see Mitch says I'm still Team Mel.
Thank you.
Yeah, to all those who on the poll who said that Team
Yeah.
Kyle and Rob and chat weren't gonna win. Yeah, you all left by now, didn't you? Didn't you? Thank you all 26 who clicked the like button. But Kyle, what did you think of the game?
I enjoyed it. It was fun. Definitely play it again.
Would you ever play as a sniper, or do you like that side better?
I don't know. I kind of like this side. Just in most of the games we play, there's a lot going on with that.
Because you have to really know
side.
but
Yeah.
but on this side, we still have to really know the sniper's rules. Like you have to know.
You do.
And she doesn't have to know our rules as much. She just has to make sure she's like paying attention. She doesn't know our basics, like, oh, they can only move two, so
Yeah.
there's no way they can get me
Yeah,
here.
so like in situations where I was able to hide here, knowing nobody could get me
Yeah.
when I only have one health.
That's what I've learned is like, yeah, when you're like, I'm like, oh, I got her.
Yeah.
I can move this guy here and shoot here. I can move this guy and shoot here. I can move this. Oh, wait, I can't get anyone
Yeah.
here. Oh,
What?
he's probably here. Damn it.
But I did really want to trigger this dog. I really wanted to come up this way, but I
Oh
knew
my
that there was a
God.
thing here because
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just go like this and then hook that
Yeah,
way
yeah.
once you guys start moving up that way.
Yeah.
But there was a guy here that you brought out, or like this red guy.
And honestly, when I move this red guy here to shoot, I thought if you're going to fake us out too, to go to yellow, to do the dog thing or go up that way to make us think you're going that way, and we sweep there, like, but then when I realized I could get there and shoot, I'm like, the only way we catch you is if you made a mistake.
Yeah.
But I was thinking you're going to try to bait us, and that's what I thought the shot was, you baiting us on that yellow guy down there
Yeah, it
was
was.
a fake.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was a fake, but I was like, maybe it's not. Maybe she really needs to go that way. But then I kept thinking back to, no, why was she down here? Why she spent so much time fighting this guy? I really think.
Honestly, though, I did get stuck, like having to move slowly, through some of these
Yeah.
areas was a
But
pain.
that's what gave it away. I had to you have to, even though you don't have perfect information, you have to go with your gut on some things. Like if I were playing the sniper, why would I spend so much time down here? She's got one of these objectives.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Or she's having trouble getting through, but we weren't really blocking anything there. She could go full through. She could use a card to whip right on by
Yeah.
and not make any noise, you know?
That's frustrating.
My God. Mel, what do you think of this game?
I like the game. I think it's fun. I do wish that there was some sort of, I don't know, shield or something so that I could look at
It'd
this
have
a
been
little
better.
more freely.
I was going to switch
but-
it up so you sat on this side, but then I thought with the way I'm sitting up my angle, I'm looking at the
Oh.
board upside down. There's glare from the lights. I can't see. I have to watch on the TV and stuff. I didn't want you to like give away what you're looking at, but that probably would have been sitting on where I'm sitting. I'm on the side from you guys, so you
Yeah.
would have been fully blocked.
Yeah.
This would be the better spot. But
But even so,
I
like-
didn't get any.
I know.
from
Well, I
the
tried to
board.
like move around, and then I was trying
Yeah.
to put like little dots on here, like where you were, so I didn't have to look at the board. I could
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
like, okay, there's a guy here, so then I know if I'm
No,
adjacent.
yeah, you didn't
noise
give
and
away
stuff.
any stuff. It's fine.
I try to keep a straight face as much as I can. There is things that you want to say, obviously. When
I
you're
know. I
playing
can
as a
see you're like
sniper,
bubbling this Kyle saying stuff. She's like, oh, yeah.
But yeah.
You don't think I can count?
Yeah.
No,
I
like it.
love Fury of Dracula. I love the theme of that game. I love the cards, the combat, the abilities. A little convoluted, a little messy, a little complex, and all that. A little dated in some aspects, but I love Fury of Dracula. That's like my best favorite, the pinnacle for me of. I haven't played them all that exist, right? But that's the one that I love the best. I love Fury of Dracula. But then there's games like we played like last Friday or Jaws and stuff that are
Mhm.
also like this, that are more simple, a little straightforward, which is easier to teach people. You can play with more people, you get them to the table faster. They don't take as long. You don't have to teach rules for 3 hours, you know? So then I'm starting leaning to these ones are better. This one is like in between.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as last Friday. It's not as simple as Jaws, but it has that thinkiness. It gives me the Fury of Dracula vibes, but much cleaner, better rules, feels a little modern, but still feels like easy to teach. It doesn't take too long. The
Yeah.
theme might not vibe with everybody like World War II, but I love, like, again, I'm like a Call of Duty fan. I like that stuff. So like having this theme, I don't have a lot of board games with like military, real historical theme. And I know a lot of you guys play those like GMT games, all that stuff, those token games. What's the other one? I forget. A lot of the war games that are out there, those hardcore historical war games. I don't really get into those. I still need the toy factor to it. You know, the video game kind of factor to it. And this has that, right? It's based on a video game. I do like stealth missions in my video games, but not full stealth video games. So like I said, this gives me the vibe of those stealth games where you're like kind of like choosing, but we're playing the dumb NPC computer characters. And, you know, Mel's the you know, the video game hero, and she gets to, you know, make us look dumb and mess with us. But I love the cat and mouse here. I love what's available to us. And this is just like the basic map. The other map adds a little more. I'm sure the expansion adds more options and things to it. I don't know what it adds. I never really looked into it. But man, after playing this one time, I was like, I am in. I love this stuff. I love the tension of this game. And I want the expansion. I want to play it again. I don't know when we'll play it again because we're going to play a bunch of other games in October. But I'm down to flip this game on the other side. Maybe I play the sniper against you two, or like I grab the expansion and we play on some other. I don't know what's in the expansion. Maybe someone in the chat knows, but does it change it up more? Does it give more card options? You know, does it give more powers?
Gives more of these for sure.
Yeah, like more mechanics on the board, like, you know, you like smoke grenades and stuff. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah. No, Matthew, be careful with Fear of Dracula. It's a little old, right? It's a little old. And if you buy the WizKids edition, which is the ones who made the latest printing, WizKids isn't the best quality. They're kind of like they cut corners and stuff. FFG made like the 3rd edition. 4th edition is just a reprint. It's like pretty much the same. It's owned, that's Wizards of the Coast. Oh no, that's Games Workshop owns the rights to Fear of Dracula, I believe. They licensed it to like Fantasy Flight Games, who made an amazing edition, but the rule book is not the greatest, I believe. I think that was before they started doing the 2 rule books, maybe.
I can't remember.
Or maybe it was right after. I don't remember. But it's not the best. It still needs a little more polish. But then WizKids, I think, was the ones who did this, the 4th edition. But people say that's not the one you want to own. If you can find 3rd, but then 3rd went out of print when Games Workshop and FFG separated ways.
Isn't there an app? Like, can you play it online?
Yeah, you can play. There's a digital version,
Did
Matthew.
you even like it before you buy it?
You can play it on Steam. Oh, you still have to pay for that, I think.
Yeah, but I
don't
think
it's
it's
free.
cheaper.
I don't know. Matthew, look into it first. It might not be for you. It is more complex, but it's just one I love. But again, my tastes might be different. You know, if you can find people that will play that with you, amazing. If you have a group that will learn that game, but it is a little more heavy in that genre. But yeah, I don't know. But I think this game is tight. I like it a lot. It's very clever, very tense. I hate the way you're like, look at a turn, you're like, oh, I can get her. And then you're like, wait, with all those actions, we can't? You just can't do everything you want? It's so crazy. And you just have to make some guesses. You just have to put your mind in the sniper's mind and go, out of these like 2 or 3 options, if I were the sniper, I gotta make a guess. Yeah, Matthew, you need more than one player. I'm sorry. You don't need friends. You just need paid actors, at least. Paid actors, at least.
Did we get Matthew's last super chat too?
Hope not. I mean, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag Team Kyle? Yeah, yeah.
I'll read it again. Sure.
I didn't see what it said. I just want to make sure.
Oh,
Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah.
I do have a stream playing the digital Fear of Dracula a couple years back, but it was in an earlier state. I believe they polished it up and patched it up since then. Supposedly lots of updates went out. It might be in a better state now. And then I don't think we ever played Fear of Dracula on stream.
No?
No, I think we set it up a couple times, but then things didn't work out where we didn't film it. Or someone didn't show up, or like we played it to practice it, but then we never locked down the filming date.
Okay.
And then it got put on the shelf and we moved on to other things way back in the day. So it is a game we could play on the stream in the future.
Long time since I played that.
Oh, 100% we would play it once off stream and like make sure we learn it fully, because it's even more convoluted than this. Like they have way more abilities and things. So
yeah, it's been like 5 years since I played that.
Yeah. Same with us.
Same.
Like pretty much same with us. Yeah. Well, we could play it digitally too, so nobody can look at anyone's board or anything. But Matthew, you might not need to get Fear of Dracula 2. There are so many other games like this now, that these one versus many hidden movement cat and mouse games. But
I thought we did play it too, Jacko, but maybe not.
Maybe
we
did.
played something else, and I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just thinking of last Friday.
I know we played last Friday on stream a couple years ago during Halloween, and I remember nobody knew what that game was. Everyone watching, I was like, anyone even heard of this game? No one ever heard of it. But I remember Ares Games like promoting it at Gen Con, and everyone crowding around the booth was all excited to demo it. But yeah, last Friday is like a non-licensed Friday the 13th game like this, where it's like camp counselors versus like the killer, and it flips back and forth where like the killer is chasing them, and they're trying to like get into the cabins, find keys, and get into the cabins. And then it flips till it's like 5 different like acts, or 5 I think, or 3, I forget. And then eventually like the camp counselors like, you know, get powered up, and they're trying to find the killer and kill him. And it goes back and forth. It's really cool how it flips, where one side's going after the other and then the other side's going after them. But we do have a stream playing that one for sure. But I do like Last Friday. There's also that one we haven't played. I believe it's one of these type of games. Is that Hunt for the Ring?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings one. There's like, it's like a prequel to this War of the Ring game where like it's the Shire and the Nazgul are chasing down the hobbits or whatever. But it's like the whole hidden movement thing. Anyways. But yeah, that's Sniper Elite, the board game. I don't know. I like it a lot. I knew I'd like it. As soon as I looked into it, I was like, man, I like these kind of games. I like the theme. I looked at the mechanics. I remember watching like the how to play video before buying it. I was like, oh yeah, all these options, the cards, like planting mines, throwing rocks to distract, putting dogs down, you know, like the whole deployment all over the place, killing guys, having them deploy again. Yeah, all that stuff. The elevation that's on the other map, that kind of stuff, like the sniper up top, like shooting down on people. Yeah, all that stuff's super cool. Yeah. It's so cool. I love the theme. Awesome. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hitting the like button. Much appreciated. Thank you for the super chats today. Thank you to all these people for supporting the channel, allowing us to play games like this, not having to be paid by publishers to play their games, whether we like to or not. So we appreciate it. Thanks for giving us the freedom, and thanks for supporting the channel. We'll be back on Saturday playing Frosthaven, continuing that with episode 40.
Oh, wow.
Episode 40 of our Frosthaven campaign this weekend. Come and join us for that. We'll be, I'm pretty sure it's a boss fight.
Yeah, it's a boss fight.
And I'm pretty sure we'll probably go back to Frosthaven finally, and we'll be leveling up some
Yeah, both of
characters.
us will level up.
So join us for that if we survive.
True.
And if it's not the final
It's only
scenario.
one enemy though.
Yeah, I know. Just mess around.
But
and then Sunday we're playing Manage the Madness. So join Mel and I for Manage the Madness, where we start October. It's October 1st on Sunday, where we start playing our horror-themed games for the month of October. And this year I'm actually going to try to stick to it. Not just 1 week of Halloween theme stuff. We're going to try to do the whole October. All games that have a horror theme to them. So if you're interested in that stuff, subscribe, stick around to the channel, turn on notifications for the month, because we're playing cool stuff. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.